I get the same feeling. So I'm coming day and night.
Stop the hammering!
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
La 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 la.
Oh no, let's go crazy.
I'm embarrassed.
Well, you should be.
I'm embarrassed by our opening. And Sam is not here today, so of course it's just me and Anthony. And is your mic on?
Is this on?
Hold on, let me make sure I turned you on. You're on, yeah. Oh, I didn't pot you up.
Oh, there we go. That's better. How you doing?
It's not that easy.
Steered it right into an iceberg.
Fucking boo. Quiet, idiot.
I would be embarrassed though of this opening.
Yeah, it started ironically. We just did it to be like shitty and like this will be awful.
Well, mission accomplished.
But then it just becomes the intro.
Yeah. It works for a morning radio show.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. I got up. It was nighttime. There was still nighttime out when I woke up to come here because I was out on Long Island. I didn't stay in.
Oh, you didn't stay in the city.
So I had to get on the train. But like when I take the train, it's usually off peak. And now it was just full, and I was annoyed with everybody. I just really am not a people person. Surprise, huh?
Well, you used to it now because you're taking fucking after work. You're done by 6.
Yeah. It's like nothing. It's great. It's 2 hours. And I was looking at people, and I was like, they do this every day. And I understand the hardship of that. And I'm like, look at what I did when I could choose when I wanted to work. I said 4 to 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And because it's too much, 4 days a week. What a lazy piece of shit.
You're a man of leisure.
A man of leisure.
So, 4 to 6 is a perfect. That seems like a really fun schedule.
That's what so many people have asked me too. Like when you did that, what did you have? Did you do any studies? Did you look and see when people would listen or test anything? I'm like, no, I could be up by 4 to work, and after 6 I could still hang out and go out.
What time do you typically get up?
Oh wow, like
around noon.
Noonish is good. Yeah,
sometimes
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I have my trainer, so that's at 11:30. So I have to get up earlier for that. But given the opportunity, I will get bed sores. I will stay in bed. I do not care to wake up and do anything.
You do it Friday too? See, that to me like the day off, the fucking first day I don't have to wake up. I never want to get up and do anything.
No, it's because Thursday night I'm up so late that I sleep in Friday. I don't sleep because I went to sleep at 8 p.m. the night before, and then I sleep until all hours.
Yeah.
I'm up until probably 4 or 5 a.m.
Well, you have a trainer on Friday,
on a nightly basis. Yeah, I do. So I wake up early on Friday. But it's not, and early isn't early. It's 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So even if I go to bed at 5, it's enough hours.
But if I'm on the road, I go to bed like 6, 7 in the morning. It's fucking horrible.
There are little sleeping habits.
I'm the worst. I woke up this morning refreshed after I went to bed at like right before 12 last night. Woke up at 7, and I felt like I dozed off 8 minutes ago.
Really? Yeah. It reminded me a little bit of when I used to do mornings right here.
Do you miss the hours?
No. I was like, how the fuck did I do this? Like they literally had to pile tons of money at me so I would wake up. And even then, I missed a few.
Yeah, yes, I remember.
I remember the Kenny calls, hi, Anthony, it's 6 o'clock. And then you have that panicky, you're already late and you're still in bed 30 miles from the biggest city in the world.
And there's going to be more traffic on a fucking at that hour than there would have been at 5 a.m.
Yeah, and I'd be, driving in. But it was cool. Everybody was cheery when I got here.
Yeah, no, I was really happy that you'd walk in, too, because we were having such a good time. I'm like, oh, fuck. Now I can join the fun.
Yeah, join the fun, not be looked at.
Yeah, it was awful.
Just
shitty, toxic
cloud of fucking doom.
Exactly, quiet. Fun.
Some men are going to do some joking. Clear the field, Norton.
Oh, God. Yeah, I try real hard to, when we come in the morning, to not have any tension. Like, it's a job. But I always say to myself, don't do this. Don't be like that. Don't be that fucking asshole that there's always a problem. Don't do it.
You could really take a step back, look at everything and go, Yeah, this is pretty good. This is a pretty good gig, and you go in and you know you're going to be having fun. When I'm doing my show, fucking hanging out with Artie Lang, and we're laughing our asses off, and other comics are there, and the staff is fucking awesome. There's no one that I walk in and dread like, oh fuck. You know, what is that going to be like today?
Your show is good too, man. It's Anthony and Artie, of course, 4 to 6.
You.
Compound Media. It's amazing you took that from like just your basement and you built this network where you got fucking like a different show. Like you're the boss.
I know, it's crazy. I really can't accept that either because people do. They go, "Hey, boss," and I'm like, "Shut up, please. I don't want to be the boss."
You push it.
I hope that people understand this is going to be a thread through the at least the first hour.
Yes, you do, Joffrey.
Oh, have some wine. Oh, Christ. Enough.
Christ.
Had it.
Exactly. Enough of you fucking frowning.
Yeah, it is weird, though. It's and we're getting new shows coming on after the new year, a couple of more news-oriented, girl, you know, gonna get a lady on board.
Have you announced her or no? Okay.
Not
what kind of show?
Not yet. Like a news type show, public, like news, current issues and things like that. But a lady's take on the whole thing. And she's been around some of the network news shows and stuff, so it's pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
I think I already. I'm gonna guess. I won't say it.
Oh.
Does her name begin with?
That's the first name.
Okay. Yeah, cool. I think she'll be really good.
I hope it's the same one. And the second. What's the second name?
Oh no. Wait. That's just my.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's a. It's this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought. Okay, I guessed Megyn Kelly. I was wrong.
Yeah, Megyn Kelly.
That was my guess.
Yeah, we just have a few million laying around for that.
I think she's not doing well though. Nobody gives a fuck about her show.
She's really not. She's where is she? The Today Show or something?
I think
one of those things. She went off of Fox. Fox is its own little island.
Yep.
And it's different than a lot of the other mainstream media. So when you leave there, it does not necessarily mean you're going to do well in the pool of liberal media.
She stood out there. I thought she was great and she was fucking tough, and I loved her. And now it's like, who cares?
Yeah, I saw some clip last week or the week before, and she was up dancing. Like doing that whole thing to try to, get something going. When they have to dance.
Yeah, it's no good. Ellen pulled it off, though. Let's be all kidding aside. I love when Ellen dances.
Oh, do you?
I do. It's good-natured. It's fun.
I can't stand. Do you like when she picks somebody else in the crowd that she wants to fucking muff dive on? Gives a secret little dance like birds. Just start fucking show their plumage. That's what she really does. She starts like bumping asses with some of the ladies in the audience.
Yeah, I know. How is that not harassment? That's a problem.
I would think.
I think that's a problem.
I'm starting to think everybody is up for a sexual harassment charge or something because all it takes is an allegation. And I think if you look at everyone's life, especially not in the context of 2017, everyone has done something that could be considered, even if it's addressing a girl's clothing or something like that. Oh, that's nice. Hey, you look great today.
Jeffrey Tambers, he might leave. He might leave.
Yeah, I heard he was
Transparent because his assistant. I don't know what happened with the assistant, but what he did with the other woman who plays a yoga instructor. I've only seen season 1. It didn't sound like it was that bad. She said he made a couple of comments, like, ooh, I want to have sex with you, like, but in front of people, like, being over the top. But then she said she was standing there and he kind of dry humped her. But he said I guess he was kidding.
Guys are just fucked up.
But it came off as, like, he was trying to be funny, I guess, but it didn't come off as funny. It came off like a 72-year-old guy dry humping you. I guess that's a little creepy.
There's a weird thing, especially in Hollywood and Washington, because they have that power and the media. Where, I think you just completely forget that you're not supposed to act like that in social settings. I think these people have been told yes their whole lives and how amazing they are and how everyone loves them, that they honestly believe they could just go up and start humping people. And I don't, honestly, like you just said, I don't think that's the worst thing that anyone's done. I've seen that happen plenty of times. But you know, today, oof.
Getting fired in 2002, it has prevented me from having so many problems today.
You think?
Yeah, because young, eager, fucking couple of years in the radio, Jimmy Norton thought that we were untouchable in the business, but oh no, you're not.
Yep.
And that firing convinced me that I'm replaceable. It made me like I can get fired from any gig I have. I have been fucking paranoid at work for 15 years about fucking up and possibly getting fired.
That's a yeah. I absolutely agree with you on that one. When we came back to satellite radio and almost fucked it up within weeks of being there with the homeless guy, whatever that was. Homeless Charlie.
No, he was. When did Homeless Charlie happen? That wasn't. That was 2006. That was the merger when the merger was happening.
Oh, the merger was happening. Yeah.
Yeah, it was me. It was Opie Anthony, me, Bill Burr, and I forget who else was in studio that day.
And that guy, the homeless guy, came in, and we were like, "Wow, satellite radio is a great place for just let this homeless guy voice his wacky, nutty opinions."
Yeah,
and he started going off about raping the Queen of England. And
who is that Bush bitch? He was talking about. He sounded like that dumb character I do. Shut up, bitch. He was talking about who is that Bush bitch about Laura Bush?
Yeah,
to rape the Queen.
Laura Bush and Condoleezza Rice.
That's right. Yes. Oh, that's what he meant. I think that's what he was talking about. Condoleezza Rice.
Yeah, and it was just like we were laughing because here's a crazy homeless guy, and we got called in. They started getting complaints, and Reverend Al started chiming in, and we were just looking at each other like, are you fucking kidding? Are we going to blow this again?
Suspended. We got suspended for a month.
Suspended the sentence.
You Panero sat there like a fool. So for a month, we got suspended for a month, and K-Rock, who apparently other agents are talking to, we got we got put. We were on K-Rock, and that was the only thing that saved the show was fucking K-Rock. Because remember, satellite booted us for a month.
Yes, we were suspended. And then, I
was going home and watching Lost at the time. That was when I caught up on Lost. We would do K-Rock, and instead of walking over to XM, we had the month off, we would just go home by 9 in the morning. I'm like, this is fucking great.
It was awesome.
I was going home eating fruit salad and watching Lost. That was my days for a month. But that was when I was when K-Rock tried getting rid of me. K-Rock wanted me off the show because they thought I was the problem with the ratings.
Right.
And after that, when we were just desperate to hang on, then I started doing fucking. I just was coming in 5 days again. There was a time they had me down to 3 days a week, where it was
which was ridiculous.
It was stupid, but I didn't care. I was warming up for Monster Range, so I was going away doing fucking. I would do like Thursday through Sunday, and just come back in and fly home Monday and do Tuesday through Thursday with you guys. So it actually worked out okay.
That's when I knew I needed to go to Tom Chiasano for a justice.
No, Tom Chiasano was one of the ones.
Oh, he was one of the bad guys.
Absolutely, yeah. He fucking he was one of the ones I think that was gunning for me. So, but anyway, after that we got suspended. I just started coming in again, and there was no more talk of it. I think K-Rock was worried we were going to get fired.
Do you remember Anthony's completely sincere apology?
Yeah, it was really good. But it was not read on K-Rock's airwaves. It was. I wish we have it.
Yeah.
Oh God, do I want to hear that? Yes.
See if you can tell how sincere he is.
This was when we came back from being suspended for...
Yeah.
This was on satellite, but it didn't play... It did not play on
K-Rock. It didn't have to. We weren't suspended from there, so...
I think it was on both.
Really?
No, we did it at K-Rock. I don't believe it was played on... although, was it? I don't know.
I feel like you guys did 2 apologies. I feel like you apologized at K-Rock on the top of the show, and then when we went over to XM.
Bone dry. Water noodle. Apologize.
All right, here it is.
All right.
Good morning.
Oh, boy.
Got to take this opportunity first right off the bat here.
Could you pause? Did you have an opportunity you wanted to take? You got to take this opportunity. It presented
I wish I had
itself.
cyanide to take instead of opportunity. That is really, you could tell right away. I have
right away.
This was written for us.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously. I'm not going to sit there and pen an apology.
Well, I know it was written for you because I remember you crumpling up the paper and throwing it away after you
Yes.
That was the indication, was the crinkle of the paper. I think you can hear it on the air. I don't remember correctly. I remember watching you do it.
Yeah, they told us we had to apologize. Ugh.
Got to take this opportunity first, right off the bat here. Because of things that have happened, of course. Have to apologize to public officials for comments that were made on our XM show on May 9th. We take very seriously the responsibility that comes with our creative freedom and regret any offense that the segment that we're talking about has caused. So definitely apologize for that.
So, yeah.
I definitely apologize for that.
Want to take this opportunity. Oh,
but you had to, though. Like that saved the show.
Livid.
I was saying that was on K-Rock too. Obviously, but that saved the show.
Yeah,
I mean that saved the show. That dumb moment right there is what finally allowed the. Because I remember it was on Breitbart, and the headline read, "Will this affect the merger?" And that was the fucking.
We're like, oh boy, throw that show away, or weigh it out. The huge merger that was taking place.
Yeah,
that had to actually get federal approval.
Yeah,
and we're standing in the way. Yeah, we're going to stand by our guys here. Screw the merger.
And we were all just laughing at fucking homeless Charlie, who was funny, by the way, and I would still laugh at him if he came back in today. He was a hoot, that guy.
He really was.
That guy was a laugh riot. Great timing.
Yeah.
What a weird time, man. That was a fucking weird time. Going home at 9 a.m. was what was so weird about it. Just being finished at 9 o'clock. And I kind of, I liked it. Knowing we were coming back on in a month, and Eric Logan saved us, but he couldn't save us from that month suspension.
Yeah, knowing that we were okay and we were going to be coming back was really cool when we were done at 9.
Do you remember the walk? I mean, do you remember the walkover? For those people that were like just serious subscribers, we did the walkover. It was so much fun. That 5-minute walk from K-Rock to XM, and then that fucking pushing a cart, like Danny or whoever would push, or Than would push the cart that had the equipment in it.
That had like satellite equipment, something to like microwave equipment, so that they could broadcast us while we walked from one block to another.
Block.
It was like one city block. And just whatever was happening on the streets, we would comment about it. Patrice would be there, and whatever other comic was on the show that day would be there. Jimmy would go to the newsstand and try to buy black inches.
Gay porn. Yeah, gay porn.
Gay porn. Honcho and black inches.
Yeah, Honcho I think went under, but hopefully black inches is still going strong. That's right. In Voss would run into Starbucks and do those comedies. And cakes would be destroyed.
Oh, no, that's right. I earned that cake.
Oh, poor Andrew.
Oh, poor Andrew.
Poor fella.
Wonder how he's doing.
I wondered whatever happened to him. There was one day he just disappeared. Maybe he moved, or maybe he went somewhere warmer, or,
Yeah. Oh, well.
Hope he's okay.
He probably doesn't have a job either.
You think he's probably also bitter at everybody?
Facebook show.
Oh, God, we're pathetic.
Just had it.
We're pathetic.
Just had it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dunsky.
Yeah, enough.
Oh, my God.
Poor Manson died.
Oh, my
Manson.
God.
I found out today by
Manson.
I know. I like his earlier work. Yeah. He became a hack at the end, but his earlier stuff, he was cutting infants out of the fucking womb. His, I realized today, because I saw a tweet. That's how I don't check their news. Megan Amram, you know who she is? She's a really funny follow on Twitter. And she tweeted, "Upside to Charles Manson's death, we get a new Candle in the Wind," which I thought was very funny.
That is very good.
So Manson is gone.
Yeah, 83 years old. I don't know. When you say life in prison without the possibility of parole, against the death penalty, do you think Charles Manson was really that bad off in prison for 83 years? I know he took a beating once, and but he lived out his life. He got three square meals a day.
Yeah, 3 hots in a cot.
3 hots in a cot, roof over his head. And he lived to, pretty good age, 83.
How much time did he do before this? We talked about this the other day. How much time did he do before the murders? He had done time in prison first. I don't know how much it was. Someone said was it like 15 or 20 years he had done, or 10 years?
Really?
Yeah, he had done a decent amount of time in prison, and then he got out, and he proved that he was not going to be a good boy.
He wasn't.
Right back
he wasn't very good. Yes.
No.
Yeah. Wow. That's fucked up though. 83 years old, and that was his life sentence.
What did he die of? He have cancer, a heart problem?
What did they say?
They just said natural
I think
causes.
just old.
Oh, just an old guy.
Just an old guy.
He died of being 83.
Yeah.
But it's like, you get some people that are just amazing and good to the world, and they drop dead at 30.
Yeah.
And then, you get this guy, 83 years old. There is no God.
I know. And then he sent Roman Polanski off into a spiral. Oh, my God, I'm grieving. How old are you? Get in the hot tub. Fucking creep. It is funny though with like Hollywood kind of doing this purge, and some guys are just fucking disgusting. There's guys in Hollywood who are just and everywhere that you look at, you're like, like that person's a complete piece of shit. How is Roman Polanski, of all these people, all these other allegations, how is this guy not being shamed into not movie making?
They love him. Him and Woody Allen's another piece of shit. Think about that.
But he's only had one. And I think that I say only one. Let me say
stepdaughter.
Let me amend this. He's only had one. I don't mean like he's only allegedly molested one 5-year-old. I mean it's like this. It's my word against your type thing.
Yep.
And the other stepdaughter he married. So,
but that's the weird part. I think.
Yeah.
I don't even think the molestation part that is alleged is the weirdest part. It's the actual, he married his stepdaughter.
To me, I always thought that was a career-saving move.
You think?
I maybe he loved her, but I always thought that was a career-saving. Like, I got caught doing something bad, and like I gotta save it, and this will save it.
Well, back then, I guess it could have. Nowadays, you're done. Now it just seems you're done. Well, it's going to be interesting to see who comes back from all these things. Like some people, I honestly believe will come back. I think Louis is, what Louis, everyone can kind of grasp on to what Louis, well, no, not literally, grasp on. We've seen him. He's a funny stand-up. People get something from him, like again, everything I say. You go to one of his shows, you're laughing.
Yes, people are not going to dress like it's Gallagher on stage.
Yeah. You can't, but you see like a producer or something. You're so removed from that. And most people don't even know or care what a producer does. It's Harvey Weinstein. You just see this fucking monster walking around. So I think Louis will do fine. I think in time, people just like what Louis does. He's a likable guy. And I think he'll be fine in time.
And plus, if this is all, it seems like this is all there is. And if this is all there is, and it's all over 10 years ago, and he thought he was getting... there's ways for him to come, even though, like, all right, it's kind of creepy at work, but it's like, he's still a fuck. He's not a rapist. He's not an abusive guy. I don't think he looked at it like he was making victims out of people.
No,
he just went with the words. I asked, and she said yes. That's Louis' autism. He said, can I do this? And she went yes, and I did it. For him, the literal yes and no of the words meant everything.
Right. That is just what an awkward thing to want to do.
It is weird.
I think it's something, if you've been in a relationship for a while and there's this mutual masturbation thing and it goes along with other stuff, maybe, I don't know, but just to say, hey, pleased to meet you, I'm going to pull my dick out now and start pounding on it. It just seems a little weird.
I'm not an exhibitionist though. Like I'm more of a voyeur. Like I'd rather watch. I don't know. I don't know I don't feel naughty with a girl watching me jerk off. I just feel embarrassed.
Like completely naked.
Forget it.
He got completely naked.
Dude, I jerked off recently with a girl and a fucking, like a little video thing. And fucking, I still, because I come far, I'm digressing here. But I always put because I don't want to show my little gut. It's not that much, but, it's a fucking bit. So I lift up my shirt so I don't come on it. And I put it's the unsexiest thing, but I'm so embarrassed, even to this day, about my body that I have to have a fucking, like a paper towel, so you'll know I'm gonna come when I put like a little 2 paper towels on my chest.
Just tie a lobster bib around your neck. Jack off.
No, that's when she's gonna come.
What a weird thing to do, though. Wanting to jack off in front of strangers.
I don't get it.
Like
I just don't. I don't understand.
Yeah, but I don't see it as being all that creepy. And and another thing, like when 2 girls come up to a fucking hotel room like that. I don't know. I think they want something too, not sexual maybe or something, but I think there's a quid pro quo going on when they come up to the room like that.
Maybe sometimes. I don't know them, and I don't know what they were doing.
It's a little early in Louis' career at that point. He wasn't like famous Louis.
Right.
But still, I think these 2 girls probably thought it would be good for them to go up there. Now, what are they getting out of it? I don't know, but they must have thought something. And then there's Louis going, well, I know what I want out of it. I want to jack off in front of these girls.
Were they doing something like, oh my God, I can't believe he's going to do that. And then he's thinking like, yeah, they want to watch me. Because there's times like as guys, we delude ourselves.
Yeah.
Like we read the signals wrong. Like they're being they're uncomfortable and like, what the fuck's he doing? Like, yeah, go ahead. Woo. Or whatever they're doing. And he's like, oh God, they're enjoying. Like, are we fucking misreading each other sometimes? Like, there's been times where
I think we do misread signals a lot.
And I've been talking about this recent. Like, when you look at fucking how old people got together.
Yeah.
How, the woman would go like, oh, I never wanted to go out with him, but he was just so persistent. And I wound up going out with him. And next thing you know, I married him. That's how your grandparents met. Talk to your fucking grandparents about how they met. It's not a nice, we both had mutual respect for each other. It was, I didn't know. I said no to him at first, and then he took a metal lunchbox and hit my boyfriend in the teeth. And I said, all right, I'll go out with him. It's like The Notebook, that cock block film. She's on a date with this guy, and that fucking cock blocker is coming up and hanging on the Ferris wheel and not picking up on the signals. You're interrupting and ruining something. So I don't know. Maybe he just misread, and maybe he thought that they were enjoying watching him tug his penis.
But I think in a lot of these instances that we're seeing people being accused of harassment and a behavior that is so inappropriate, I really think these girls are kind of laughing and stuff. I know one of the girls from Fox News. She was actually on I think one of the network news shows talking about her run-in with Harvey Weinstein.
Was that Lauren?
Yeah, Lauren. And when she tells the stories and told the stories over the course of years to her friends, it was one of the funniest stories you'd hear. Because she was telling it like, and this fucking guy pulls his dick out and he's doing that. Like, it only becomes this serious thing when the woman wants it to be a serious thing. And it always seems like there's some purpose behind it. I don't know. I think he's a creep motherfucker. I think he did a lot of nasty shit. But I think a lot of these women in a lot of these instances they thought it was funny too at the time.
Some of them might, yeah.
Goofy.
He was rapey though, I think. I'll say that with an asterisk.
I think so.
Remember we interviewed him?
Yeah,
and he sent us the email thanking us for a good time and a lot of laughs. Yeah. What a shock we're the two he gets along with.
I know that was I totally forgot we had interviewed him.
What's up, Ari Shafir? Yeah. How are you, buddy?
Ari. How you doing, man?
The old crew.
Good to see
you, man. How are you?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Sit down. Got the winter wear on.
Oh yeah, I can't stand this. It's already way too cold.
I can hate it. It's nighttime when you get up.
We're just talking about fucking
nighttime. It's 4 p.m. It's getting dark out.
I like that though.
I hate it
because I'm shady and I'm a seedy individual.
Yes, you like darkness.
Enjoy getting up in the cover.
Yeah, I like the cover of darkness. I really do.
I don't like anything dark.
That is true. Anthony's a summer guy. But I love it. Fucking, I like getting up when it's pitch black, and I like when it's 4 o'clock. It's dark.
Really?
I don't like the cold, but I love the fucking shadiness of it just being dark and uncomfortably secretive.
I don't mind nighttime dark, but morning dark just seems like, what the fuck are you doing with your life?
Well, I'm wrapped in shame. I'm wrapped in a cloth of shame.
You're like a big mozzarella stick wrapped in
shame. Yeah,
of bolognese or something.
So I like it. I like it dark, and I can just kind of. Be secretive.
I don't know. After 3 hours of afternoon darkness, when I look outside and think it's been dark for 3 hours, and the sun would still be up in the summer, and I could be out by the pool or something, hanging out, having fun. but I'm inside. Fuck that.
Don't you wish your jacuzzi was year-round?
Yeah, I fucked up when I installed it. No, it's all tied in plumbing-wise to the pool, so everything has to be shut down in the winter, and then everything gets opened up in the spring.
Because it goes into the... Have you ever been to his house?
Yeah, it's great.
It's amazing, but the jacuzzi goes over into the... It's like a waterfall.
Yeah, a little waterfall goes in there. I mean, I like the time away from summer activities, but I just can't stand the cold.
Yeah. I like a nice winter jacuzzi, which I'll occasionally go outside and get in the old jacuzzi in the winter.
Do you like that? In Aspen, where you could jack off in front of girls?
Yeah, that used to be like a big thing. Where you could just go in there and be like, under the surface, you got this boner that nobody knows about.
Yeah.
I'll still
That's what he should have done.
I can't get a fucking rod in the jacuzzi. I mean, I've gotten turned on briefly, but I can't do anything really sexual in the jacuzzi. The water doesn't turn me on.
Water's a bitch, man.
I've done it once, but the weird thing is, like, the vagina just like it's like a water balloon. It just fills up to where it's like you're not doing anything.
No,
it's just such a weird feeling.
You're like pumping water into it. It really is, man. And the lubrication's gone. So you get this.
Well, I'm used to that.
This weird like push pull thing,
like a worn squeegee from a homeless guy.
Yeah, like an old windshield wiper.
It's skipping half of the fucking wet.
You can't see. It smells like fish. Oh wait.
Yeah, I don't fuck in the water ever. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's one of those things that is supposed to be so romantic and cool and stuff, and it doesn't work.
It's hot in the old movies and stuff.
It's not good. I remember a girl wanted to fuck on in the ocean. On vacation down in like the Bahamas and stuff, and I'm like, there's no fucking way I'm pulling my dick out. I watch TV. I see nature shows. A male dick is exactly like food to those fish and Jim. It's just bait. It's just
they should have a Jaws with Jim just swimming through the ocean, ready for guys to pull their dick out.
It's awful.
You get the sense, just like.
I would never try to fuck in the water like that. It's just too many.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either. Salt water in your mouth, just fucking awful. Yeah, it's very funny. The male dick, as opposed to no, I understand.
The male dick, yes. No, it just does it. It kind of hangs there like bait.
Yeah, it's just not a sexy feeling. Being in the water is not a sexy feeling. It just doesn't feel good. It doesn't turn me on.
No.
What are the least sexual places you guys have tried to bone?
Oof.
Crib.
The morgue.
My grandmother's hospital bed.
The Shriners Hospital.
Sloan Kettering.
The veterinarian.
Oh my
I don't know. I'm too self-conscious and paranoid that I'm going to be caught. But there was something cool years ago about outside, like the woods, like outside. For Long Island, that's like a thing. You'd go into the woods, drink, smoke a little weed, and then fuck your girl. That's kind of how it worked in the woods. Like up against a tree or something. Because it was weird. You're outside.
Up against a tree? Were you the fucking Paradise Lost documentary?
The bark.
Yeah, up against a tree. I don't know.
There was something about the woods which was kind of dirty and sexy and naughty. There was always
like
no
someone could be watching or something. But I don't like that. Some people get off on I think we could be being watched. I don't fucking want that.
I don't either.
No,
it's creepy.
Occasionally I'll do it like in a hotel room way up high where let them watch us.
You leave the windows open?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Way up top.
Can you keep a rod if you think people are watching?
Only.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
It's a problem.
You're a real exhibitionist.
No. I'm joking.
The only way I could keep a rod is if I was in a hotel shooting out of the Mirage. No, it was Mandalay. Oh, sorry. Whoops.
Yeah. Well, that's right. You're not referencing the tragedy. You're saying a new one.
Oh, a new one. Right.
Yeah, I can't be watched having sex. One time I was
weird.
in Vegas, and I forget the girl I picked up at the pool or whatever it was, and I was in the room, and fucking Dice wanted to watch.
Oh, Jesus.
So him and Kenny and Happy Face.
Oh, come on.
Once in a while, when I would do the Venetian with them, Dice would get me a suite. They would sometimes have an extra suite, and they would just upgrade the opener. It was just once every 3 appearances, I would get a fucking suite. So the suite had 2 entrances through, like you go through the bathroom and peek in the bedroom, or from the main living room area get to the bathroom. So those guys would hang out in the living room. I'd take the girl in the bedroom, and then they'd sneak in the bathroom and watch. And I remember not being able to keep a rod as I was fooling around with her because I saw them peeking in.
Oh, man.
Would they like, make faces at you and stuff and try to like get your attention?
Dice would always want to ruin it. Yeah, I remember me and Dice listening to Man Cow get laid. We were just sitting there fucking nose to nose with our ear. And I'm like, this is...
What's on my dick? Hey, it's turd. I got turd on my dick.
I've said that.
Turd.
But this Man Cow was fucking this girl. And this is many, many years ago. Me and Dice are just nose to nose. It was the weirdest.
That's odd.
Yeah, it was after we did 2 nights at this theater in Chicago. And I'm like, is he going to try to kiss me? It just got so.
Oh, no.
He didn't.
This is getting me turned on.
Oh, no,
hey, Jimmy, come here. Grab my yam bag.
I love you.
Yeah, come here. Give us a kiss. Yeah, that watching, like you said, the voyeuristic thing.
Yeah,
but
I like watching.
Watching is hot, man.
But I don't like watching a guy fucking a girl. Like I would love watching a girl just masturbating herself on a bed or something.
You don't like watching a guy and a girl fuck?
Nah, I don't know.
I was on the way home 2 months ago, and I passed on the ground floor, someone with their window open, just fucking.
Yeah, it's
and the woman just riding a guy, and I walked by, and it was so I was like, "What the hell?" I walked past again, and then I just went across the street and sat on a stoop and pretended to be in my phone, like a creep. Just kept looking at it. Because I figured if I was far enough away, no one would catch me.
But then again, they might, if you leave your window, what they call expectation of privacy. If you leave your window open on the first floor, like you kind of want people. That would freak me out because I'd be afraid someone's going to come back and rape my girl. It would freak me out so much.
There was one time though, me and Jimmy actually fucked our girls in a limo once. Remember that?
Oh my God, we did fuck around. I don't think I
on the way home from
Sam's wedding. I couldn't get a rod. Anthony was a fucking animal. Anthony was a fucking face in the neck animal. I fooled around. She might have sucked my dick, or I might have eaten her pussy. But I'm a terrible.
I would have trouble with that,
dude. I'm a terrible fuck. The worst experience of my life was watching Florentine fuck a girl while I was wearing all black. I said I was dressed like the preacher from Poltergeist 2, and I'm eating her pussy while Florentine is giving her like literally a porno grade fuck. But I forgot Anthony in the limo. Me and the other girl, she actually just texted me recently.
Oh, really?
I might have been eating her pussy, or she might have sucked my dick.
Yeah, I think she was giving you a blowjob.
Did I leave my earrings in the car?
What's that?
Did I leave my earrings in the car this years ago? I still can't find them.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening. We were a newer couple. I don't think I was fucking her at that point.
Oh, okay.
And Anthony, I remember the girl, and she was straddling
wearing a skirt,
you.
Yeah.
And straddling you. And
the old pull the fucking panties aside thing.
Yeah.
So I could get my cock out.
You ever put on a pair of panties? All kidding aside, it feels good. But I was watching. Anthony was giving her a pretty good fuck. It was
a
impressive.
Good one. That was fun. A nice, you work the limo suspension.
Oh, nice.
You got to work with it.
I'd probably stop with my girl and be like, "Hey, look at his technique over there. That's pretty good.
What's going on over there?" Yeah, it was your typical sitting.
That's right. She straddled
and then
you,
straddling that way, kind of face to face thing. It worked out well.
Yeah, she had that big flowing dress on, or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was a wedding thing, so we were all dressed up and everything. Sam's wedding.
It was a fun wedding too.
Disrespectful.
I was at the Friars Club at Dice's kid's bar mitzvah, and my girl was like, "Let's go upstairs." And I was like, "Yeah, for
Who are you, fucking Sonny and Lucy in the bathroom?" You took her. Where'd you fuck her?
I know there was like abandoned rooms upstairs. We went exploring, and she was like, "Let's go." I'm like,
Ari, what? What do you want?
Yeah.
Pop wants to see you.
And I love that he just stays there and listens to the door.
Yeah, gives a little smirk.
In the book, Sonny had a giant dick, and fucking.
Really?
That's why you ever see in the movie when there's a moment
why he was always doing it,
where Sonny is missing, and the wife is doing this, like opening her hands, like how big his dick is, and she turns and looks, and he's not in his seat, and she knows he's fucking that woman.
Yeah.
In the book, Sonny had a giant dick, and that woman woman, Lucy, he was fucking in the bathroom, went through this whole thing because her pussy was bigger than a normal pussy, and she could take his dick, and that was why they were having this whole fucking affair.
Oh,
but Sonny was an animal, just made him more of a fucking
alpha.
Yeah, but yeah, Sam's wedding was actually really good. I mean, not for poor Jess, but I mean. But Sam's wedding was one of the best weddings I've ever been to.
That was a lot of fun, man.
I honestly have to
really
say Opie's wedding was the best one I've ever been to. That was the best overall wedding experience.
I had a great time at Opie's wedding.
His wedding
I went to Atlantic City.
Yeah, you did, Anthony. You did bail early.
I got in trouble.
And you also had no gift.
Yeah, to this day.
But the actual ceremony was the best I've ever been to. Noam's wedding from the Comedy Cellar was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And Sam had an amazing wedding. When you do something different at a wedding, when it's not the same old shit, it's fun. It's a great party.
Some shit's lame. You should just have somebody you know marry you.
Horrible.
The Tom Papa married Lenny Marcus.
Wow.
Well, he was at the ceremony. He was the guy who did it.
Robert Kelly got Joe List. Joe List and Sarah.
Joe List is
Wait,
Bob Kelly's able to marry people.
Yeah.
Wait, why do people do that? Like, I know my sister can do that, and she's married a few people, but like it's almost like a side business.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would have Tom do it. If I got married to her, I would have Tom do it.
Papa?
Yeah, or Bob. I would have a friend do it because to me it seems less phony than a priest doing. I'm like, what are you going to give me, a real ceremony? I want a fun ceremony.
You want
like
it to be kind of fun.
You should get a random street hooker. Get her fucking or him, whatever you want to call it.
Just to kind of come in and read, but she wouldn't be legal in the state, or I would.
You got your rings.
Yeah, dude. You know what, dude? You fucking got your ring. You got your love. You got your commitment. Boom.
You know, anyone that thinks this union shouldn't be, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, come on, dude, stand up. Yeah, I don't know if I can have Bob do it.
Yeah,
don't be all schmarmy. Just stand up.
What is he trying to get the tax deduction for Riotcast as a church? I can see that. Church of Bob. Yeah.
So I would have Tom do it. I would have Tom or Bob Kelly or somebody I know do it, or fucking Modi, one of my comedian friends. Just somebody who it would be more fun that way.
Obviously, wouldn't be in a Catholic church.
No, you're right. Yeah, Modi is a Jewish guy, Jewish fella.
Modi would be a perfect priest.
How about the guy? Who's the guy the fucking anti-gay lawmaker who just got?
He got snagged.
I love those. Got caught fucking a dude. Not got caught being gay. Got caught with his dick in a butt.
Oh, was he actually fucking when they walked in? Who walked in on him?
How do you fucking not kind of work that out so no one's walking in on you?
Yeah,
anti-gay Ohio state lawmaker was all over Craigslist looking for encounters with other men. Well.
I
wonder if he thought he'd get out of it first. Like, no, encounters could mean. Oh no,
that could mean anything. Yeah. Well, okay, fuck it.
Oh, that's a good picture. Okay.
When you look at his face, you're like, wow, I can't believe this guy was having homosexual encounters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he was. What kind of anti-gay laws was he?
Anti, pro
LGBT,
traditional marriage and all that shit.
Yeah. What is a gay lawmaker? Anti-gay lawmaker.
I guess he was just voting against gay marriage, and I don't know if it was his. I don't know if it's just his constituency or if he was like one of these religious,
right. One of these guys that he doesn't like looking at it because he loves doing it.
Yeah,
maybe that's it.
He wants to be the only one doing it. Otherwise, it's not exotic.
something like
caught with his dick in an ass. How embarrassing! Wow. Who walked in and what did you say?
Hey, where's your dick?
Yeah. This guy's Heine. Oh, okay.
When you hear like. That sound, it's like, oh no, you're in trouble. You're in Dutch.
How embarrassing is it? When is there a moment when somebody walks in and you're fucking a guy in the ass and you're like, I'm an anti-gay lawmaker, and you both look at the guy who walked in that blabbed it?
What do you go and then try to explain why you had your dick in a man's ass?
You shuffle your papers real quick.
It's not what it looks like. Oh no, for sure it is.
It's exactly what it looks like.
It looks like you're fucking a guy in the ass. Oh, I stand corrected. It is what it looks like.
Yeah. Or flash a badge at him like it's okay. I'm an anti-gay lawmaker.
Yeah. What was happening? Who walked in? I guess it was somebody at the office, but they said it wasn't somebody he worked with. It was probably just some guy. How do you pick a guy up off Craigslist and have him come to your place of work? Maybe is that just easier than because you can't because your home has got your wife in it?
Yeah, maybe. Was he married?
I think so.
Gays, fuck. I was in Dallas with my friend Justin opening for me, and he went on Grindr to find one dude. By the time that guy came through, he'd already figured out another guy. And then the first guy like said, "Hey, I'm available too." He goes, "Well, I already got somebody, but you want to come over and like make it a threesome?"
Jesus.
He's like, "Yeah, okay." And the second guy was like, "Sure, yeah, all right." And they had a threesome at 2 p.m. on a Wednesday. Just ruining the sheets in the hotel room.
Oh, God.
They said the maid wouldn't talk to her. Talk to her for the rest of the week.
Because he fucking blew loads all over the sheets.
Blew fucking ass loads and just shit everywhere. Yeah. And then just put the sheets outside. Just brown
terrible.
and white.
Oh, is that bad?
Now, was he a guy who's promiscuous?
Yeah. He got to the point where his boyfriend asked him, like, "Listen, I get it. Just don't give me AIDS." Was his only rule.
Right?
And then Justin was like, "I'll do the best I can."
I can't promise.
Yeah, I can't
Holy
promise.
shit.
Does he get laid? I guess Grindr, you're getting laid all the time on the fucking...
Yeah.
Gay dudes just decided, fuck that whole AIDS thing. I don't think I could get it.
Yeah.
I really think they were petrified for a while there.
Well, it's because of there's PrEP, there's drugs, there's PrEP, so you don't get it, and then there's the one that...
So you don't get it. You're immune.
I don't know if you're immune, but it's supposed to like cut it down to like 99%, and then there's the one that you can't give it, which is what Charlie Sheen, I think, said he was on, where your count is like 0, you can't detect, makes it undetectable. I forget what that's called, but you can...
Oh.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, where you can like have it and almost not pass it. So that's why in California it's not even a felony to not tell people, which it should be a felony.
Wow, really?
Yeah, that's crazy.
A
They
felony.
passed. Yeah. They passed a law that said it's not a felony anymore if you have sex with somebody and don't tell them that you have AIDS.
You probably should have to tell someone. Get the
I
old
would think
HIV.
so.
At least after.
Yeah, at least on the way out the door.
I would think, yeah.
Aim the other way if you sneeze.
You should probably say something.
Oh, by the way, I think you were going to say something. You're talking to the guy. You're doing the scene, the guy on the way out. Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might want to go for the old testaroo.
Before I leave, next month or two, try to stay healthy.
Did I tell you anything? I thought I told you.
What?
I thought I told you anything. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I thought I told you.
Did I not? I thought I did. I feel like I remember, though, if you told me. I feel like I remember that.
Are you worried about all this shit that's been coming out about people? And everyone's saying, this guy with the harassment, the allegations, or...
I mean, some of the college rapes I've had, I worry about a little bit.
Nah, but those guys will be embarrassed.
Boom. Boom. No, I mean, yes and no. I feel like there's things that like if they want to just change the tone and not change the facts.
That's a good point. Yeah, changing the tone.
Then I can be like, I can get in trouble for a couple things. But changing facts or leaving a fact or two out, I'm like, oh yeah, for sure, they could get me if they wanted
to. But if somebody went with the
Yeah.
facts, then
Just the facts.
yeah.
Well, like I was on the Guys We Fuck podcast, and I got a vasectomy, so I was like talking to them about it, and like, how is it? I'm like, good. I'm like, I still got a fucking hole in my ball, and they're like, really? And I'm like, yeah. And I showed them.
You show your balls to everyone.
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
Like,
but if they wanted to be like, he exposed himself.
Oh, right.
yeah.
Like, you didn't really change any fact. You're right.
Yeah, there's a different tone though. Showing your fucking scar.
Yeah.
Do you come less though? Do your loads small? I think I asked you this. Your loads smaller or no?
I don't think so. They taste the same. So, but I don't
Are you a
just
self suck?
You just got to blow them into tinier hands.
I just shoot off in an arc like that little basketball game in the water at the dentist's office. Where you push.
I remember that. Do your testosterone come?
Yeah, for sure.
And?
Usually pretty good.
Isn't it
Try to
weird?
keep
It feels
track of my diet.
You're fucking. It's all metallic and horrible. You taste your own load. Come on.
I've gone down on girls after I've shot loads in them.
What a good egg.
But I don't go in and dig in. I really do stick to the external part of it, but you'll taste some of it.
Of course you will.
That, so.
Big boys on cleanup duty. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with getting down there and cleaning up your mess. You were raised right.
That was shit from like years ago when anything just you're so fucking turned on about everything that just anything goes. So
I've had a couple of girls try to sit on my face. It's one of the few things I can't get into is really sucking a pussy after I come. Yeah, I just like
I have to.
Once I come, I'm back to reality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and the reality is like, no, I don't want to suck my cum out of it.
Yeah, it doesn't taste good.
Yeah,
it doesn't taste good.
It's just really, it is amazing. Right after that happens, you're just like, yeah, we're done here.
I'm completely finished. Everything I just said is not true.
Right.
I thought it was. I thought I loved you, but I don't.
Even to myself, like, even to me, I thought let's just do this all night. Fuck it. The second you get, like, yeah, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'm going to catch it. Where's the remote? Do you have the remote? It's.
Yeah. I always have to make her come first because as soon as I come, I'm finished. I have no desire. Like, I'm fucking making excuses up. Like, oh, my fucking back. Like, my back doesn't hurt. I just don't want to touch her. Finished.
I wish a woman would just be like, I'm going to go take a shower for about 45 minutes. Like, right afterwards. Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Get back later.
And you'll be fast asleep when she gets back in.
Oh, yeah.
It's better than that.
Movies on TV, you're falling asleep to it.
There's an occasional woman, especially in New York, where it's like, as soon as you're done, they're like, hey, pat on the shoulder, like, see you later.
Wow.
Like, wow, what? I never had that in L.A. In New York, it's like a bunch.
Where do you meet them? On the apps or the girls you know?
No, just people I meet or like, on Twitter, Instagram or something. Never Tinder or anything.
Did you ever hook up? Did you ever date comedians? I know you dated Natasha, right? Do you ever date other comedians, or you never did?
I've hooked up with
a few here and there.
Yeah.
Never really. No, but not for any reason. It just just never. They never had that energy with them. It's just probably their choice. All right, fine. I get it.
It's fun. You get to talk about the same shit, and you see them at shows. I don't know. It just happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a weird. It's very hard just to have a rap with a female comic.
Because I think the thing that makes me special doesn't make me special around a female comic.
Oh,
like the thing that makes me special is that I'm funny and I have an interesting job. But
extra chromosome.
You're more special than you think, Jim.
Special.
There is that, yeah. The comb the hairdo forward. Yeah.
Your tail you've shaved down.
Yeah, it doesn't make me special around a female comic. They're like, there's no magic to me around a female comic.
They see that,
They understand how all the tricks are done, so it's like it doesn't mean anything.
Oh, yeah.
Like someone who's not a comedian is like, oh, he's a funny guy and he does that for a living and it's interesting. But around another comic, she's like,
I feel bad for women sometimes when it's like we break up and they're like, but you were so fun. And I was like, no, I've been fun before. This was kind of lame.
I could be like, really fun.
Who do you normally date?
Yeah.
That my like C+ was like great for you.
Yeah, what do the guys normally do that you? It's probably the stuff they talk about. Probably the stuff they talk about. They're not funny guys. They're not interesting guys. They don't know how to make fun of things. Some woman told me you ruined me. She goes, you ruined me. Like I go out to restaurants with guys and they try to be funny to the waiter, and it makes me angry.
Oh, that's gotta be
funny they are.
How unfunny they are because they're doing like chip-like puns and not understanding.
They're a joke.
Yeah,
that's got to be pretty bad. When you're saddled with someone that thinks they're really funny and they're not.
Oh, believe me, I know.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Hey, wait a minute.
I love making a joke to a waiter or something and they don't get it at all. Where it's like, hey, this dish is really hot, be careful. And you're like, grab it with my face? And they're like, no, don't. Like,
no, what are you doing? Okay. Boy. Yeah, we were through that a few times. Don't get the joke.
We're purposefully. I like to bomb. Many times. I like purposely bombing in front of a waiter just to make whoever I'm with uncomfortable.
It is. I've been victim to that. When Jimmy does that, it's so embarrassing. You feel compelled to explain immediately to the waiter who he is and why he's doing this. And,
no, he's an asshole.
And then you just look like a shithead.
Or just not even doing chip.
Give me some. Give me.
I did it with Kelsey. Me and Kelsey were on the road. I did something with her. Like just something like the food will come and like I eat most of it and just to say to the waitress, like she'll come over and I'll be like, I didn't like it. I think there was a problem with the food, you know. And
just to know she's gonna like,
she politely laughs because you're tipping and she'll be like, oh, and I laugh and I ramp it up like, you know. And it's so uncomfortable.
It's so embarrassing.
It's a terrible joke, and we know she doesn't want to laugh, but she has to laugh.
And how many of those does she have to listen to every day?
Every fucking day.
And laugh. She's got to laugh like that. And fuck that.
You know, or I'll say like the waitress will be like, "Do you want some dessert?" And I'll point at Kelsey. Like, nah, my wife tells me I'm looking like a fat pig, so I just can't. And then instead of just going with it, she panics and she's like, "No, I don't say that." I'm like, "That was great improv."
It really is the word. Well, the elevator rides were a nightmare with Jim Norton because you'd get in, and if you were the only two in the elevator. and it stopped on a floor and more people got in, he would start a conversation in the middle, like we were having a conversation, and be like, no, it's not even a death sentence anymore. They have medicine. Don't worry, sweetie. Don't worry. We'll get through this. And I'm sitting there laughing like, no, it's
yeah.
Or when you would act like you had some kind of mental problem, and we would like call him an idiot. Yeah. Like, stop doing that.
Oh,
you're retarded.
That was the old Club Soda Kenny thing on the road with Dice. Yeah. Where me and Kenny used to
act like it's hard.
No, just like I would have to act almost autistic because I would laugh because Kenny and everybody's character would go to Starbucks, and I would just touch something, and literally in a full Starbucks, this is 1999, yeah. He would slap me in the face and go, "Stop touching that!" And nobody ever came to my defense because they were always afraid that this big fucking
he's
mean guy, they didn't know what our relationship was. The only time Dice got mad is we did it in the airport one time. And Dice got mad because we were in the airport. Yeah, Kenny was screaming at me a baggage claim. Like I was talking to these couple of girls about coming, like, you guys want to come to the show? And Kenny came over and slapped me in the face in front of the girls. He's like, "Stop talking to them!" I was like, "I'm sorry." And it was so...
He probably thought security was going to let you out or something.
It just made me so happy. Yeah. It was so fucking uncomfortable.
I love when you have shit like that, and even if you want to be like, no, let me go back talking to these girls, you're like, I have to play along.
You have to play along.
I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. You can't go like Kenny, not now.
Yeah.
You can't say not now. You got to just take it.
The road hijinks, yeah.
Should Al Franken leave?
Leave?
Yeah.
Office?
Yeah.
For what?
I agree.
That story's done. I've never seen a story disappear so quickly from the news.
What do you mean?
Just because he's, who he is. He's a very liberal guy, and the networks and some of the cable outlets that are more liberal, the story just went away.
Yeah, they kind of gave him. I like Al Franken, so I don't mind it. But they gave him a bit of a break.
The picture looks bad, but it's like, it's through a flak jack. He's not really trying to fondle.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the fact that he...
If that will stop a bullet, it will stop his hands.
But I don't think it's the could or couldn't make contact. It's that if he found that funny at all, that shows a blatant disregard for a woman's...
I get that.
I think that was more the problem than, the vest was too thick.
Yeah, for her tits to be felt. Yeah.
I get it, but like if I see like a statue, like Michelangelo's David or something, and no one's taking, I'm like, that show me like sucking his dick. Yeah. Like get me a picture, like yeah.
You do, right?
Yeah, of course. He's a fucking idiot comic.
It's funny every time.
Yeah, like there's nobody I'm not going to do that to. Anybody I know that's asleep.
You think when he was carving that, he thought like people were going to be doing that 1,000 years later?
Trying to suck this thing.
Just trying to suck.
He would have made them bigger and hard if he did. They're all soft. Romans had tiny dicks.
They're all soft and droopy, and
they don't get past the scrotum.
They all look like they just came.
Little baby dicks, full balls, and a tiny little baby dick wrestling.
Gravity was heavier then, so it just
maybe that's
down.
it.
They're all regal. They're not really particularly well muscled, and that stupid dick, it never hangs past the balls.
Yeah.
Do you think it went away? You think this story went away? I feel like I'm still hearing about it.
It's still here, but it's not. It looks like he's going to be okay.
It's not like, because when it's somebody on the right, mainstream media will just keep pounding it and demand that they are removed from office.
The removal stuff, it's like, I don't know, like with Roy Moore, I'm like, here's a great time to not do anything because he's up for election.
Yeah.
So people can decide.
Yeah, it really is kind of a good example.
They can all vote.
Now they can vote if they believe it or don't believe it. They'll vote accordingly.
Yeah,
and there you go.
With like when Cosby was happening, people were like, we got to take down the Cosby Show. The people didn't have any options, so the network had to get involved. I guess. But here, it's just like, if they say we don't care, then they'll vote him in.
But if they vote him in, I hear there are people that won't even. They'll remove him immediately. And
the Senate might do something. Yeah, the allegations are pretty strong. It doesn't look good.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then people wouldn't vote for him, right?
I don't know. People. Maybe they should have the right to, I guess. But if he's a possible, the Senate would want him as a possible.
Alabama's a little weird.
Mm-hmm. They are. Yeah, they might just look at it as an error in judgment.
A little odd.
Like,
there is this. I've read some stuff that's just nuts about Hollywood and politicians and that pedophilia cabal that's supposedly going on in Hollywood and everything. It's some crazy stuff. Like Corey Feldman is
the club. The club. And Corey Haim was in it.
Passed around.
Yeah, just
how much was membership?
Passed around. well, that was a long time ago, Jim. There was supposedly a group of very important men that were in the movies, and they would take these young boys and girls and have sex with them.
Yeah. I forget what it was called. The group.
Soda Pop Club.
The Soda Pop Club.
Compound Media. Yeah, the Soda Pop Club was a club specifically for these youngsters in Hollywood. But there are other stories, like there was one about Heather. There's one about Heather O'Rourke. Heather O'Rourke was the little girl from Poltergeist.
Oh, yeah.
Who supposedly had been getting abuse since she was like 5.
Really?
And then there was a show called Rocky Road that was on in the 80s. It was one of the last appearances she had on a show. And it was based on a beach kind of an atmosphere, so the little kids could be put in bikinis without any suspicion. And they'd bring these executives in when these guest stars would come on, and they would dance on a stage for these executives while they jacked off. This is all obviously alleged, but
where would they jack off? Together or in separate rooms?
Sitting in a theater, because the studio they used to tape this show was the same studio they used for Jeopardy. So it was full of the seats like a theater.
Jesus.
So people would sit in these seats and just jack off.
I'll take a red baby wipe for $200. Creeps.
Oh, yeah. So that was supposedly what they did, and then they took Heather O'Rourke wherever they took these girls to physically assault them, and it wound up causing so much scarring in her bowels that she got intestinal blockage that ended up killing her about a year later.
She died at 13.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I actually thought she was younger. That was
so that was.
I've never heard that.
That's one of the stories that are. Well, they're all making the rounds now. There's another story about George Lucas. George Lucas. Yeah. Well, this one is more. There's an interview with George Lucas. He talks about the script for Indiana Jones, the first one, and there's a line where the girl in it, who was
a tough woman.
Karen Allen.
One of those drinking the guys under the table?
Yeah, drinking the guys under the table. Says, I was a child, I was in love, and he goes, you knew what you were doing. And George Lucas talks about that. She was supposed to be 12 when they met, when he was in his late 20s, early 30s. She was supposed to be a 12-year-old.
That was the backstory?
That was the backstory that Lucas wanted to do and actually had written into that, and then they changed it.
Moron, that guy.
But then I'm watching American Graffiti last night.
Yeah.
And I hadn't heard anything about
memories,
this.
Doesn't it?
I was watching American Graffiti, good movie, George Lucas, of course. And the coolest guy in the movie is Milner, the race car guy. Yeah. He spends the whole movie driving around in a car with an 11-year-old. Wow. And there is some dialogue there that's a little weird.
Why? So you think there might have been some underlying weird thing?
Like George Lucas and some of these Hollywood types are putting their wants and needs into some of these movies.
That's right. She was. Who was that girl? Was that Mackenzie Phillips?
Yeah, Mackenzie Phillips.
Okay, yeah.
Who, by the way, was fucked by her father.
Yeah, John Phillips.
John Phillips. Oh, yeah. And passed around in the Hollywood and music communities.
Oh, I didn't know she was passed around by her dad?
She went public with that.
Crazy.
It was like a known thing, but it was predated all this. So
but this is some of the real nutty
into the teenage
shit.
years. It postdated into the teenage years. She was really young here. In the teenage years, they were fucking. Maybe then too. But as a teenager, she was fucking her dad.
It's really strange, but there are all these things on various, 4chan and Reddit things.
Wow, that's a great.
Just nuts.
All these weird connections with kids and movies.
It had to be going on back then, nonstop. When you couldn't get caught, it had to be just
you couldn't get caught.
Rampant.
Nobody talked.
The parents just handed these kids over. Be nice to the man.
God.
Be nice to the nice man.
So I didn't. What else with George Lucas? I heard none of that.
Well, those are the only one I heard was from Indiana Jones. But watching that last night, I'm like, he put the lead guy. Well, it's a huge ensemble cast, but the cool guy, the entire show, he's with a fucking 11-year-old girl.
What was the point of that? Did they say why they were hanging out?
Yeah. Well, he pulls up next to a car with chicks in it, and he's trying to get one of the girls in his car. And she goes, well, I'm going steady. How about you take this girl's sister? And then he goes, okay, because he couldn't see. And then the girl just runs out and hops in the car. And he's like, what are you, 12? Or something like that. But they spend the whole night together and kind of have fun. And he gives her a little trinket from his car and gives her a kiss on the cheek before she runs into the house and says how she feels like they're going steady. And it's just a weird, there's a little bit of sexual energy there.
Well, look at The Professional.
Yeah.
Professional, yeah. Although that was weird. Yeah. Wasn't that part of the script that they were fucking and they changed it a little bit?
How does it end? I usually shut it off when I'm finished.
Thank you. Thanks very much, Travis. Travis just came in and grabbed my cock. Travis says one of the most interesting things about Raiders of the Lost Ark is we have the transcript of the 78 meeting.
Oh, yes.
Should we do the
story meeting?
And then you go to the ideas behind Marion Ravenwood and how the two characters know each other.
Yeah.
So I'll be Lawrence Kasdan. Do you want to be George Lucas?
Obviously, I'll be Spielberg.
Yeah, you be Spielberg.
All right.
Yeah.
I like it if they already had a relationship at one point because then you don't have to build it.
I was thinking that this old guy could have been his mentor. He could have known this little girl when she was just a kid, had an affair with her when she was 11.
And he was 42.
He hasn't seen her in 12 years. Now she's 22. It's a real strange relationship.
She'd better been older than 22.
That's a good Spielberg. He's 35, and he knew her 10 years ago when he was 25, and she was only 12. It would be amusing to make her slightly young at the time.
And promiscuous. She came on to him.
15 is right on the edge. I know it's an outrageous idea, but it is interesting. She's once she's 16 or 17, it's not interesting anymore. But if she was 15 and he was 25, they actually had an affair the last time they met, and she was madly in love with him, and he...
She has pictures of him.
That was the transcript from one of the script meetings.
That's for real?
Yeah, but you don't know. But you don't know the tone of it. Again, it might have been creepy, or it might have been, you know what I mean? Yeah, she came on to him like this being assholes.
Well, what ended up in the movie was her saying, "I was a child, I was in love," and he goes, "You knew what you were doing." So there's this.
It does exist.
Kind of thing. They wanted to cast a younger girl than her.
Who's in that?
Than Karen Allen. Because if you take 10 years off of her, she was maybe 30 at the time, so she was 20.
Quite tough.
Yeah. So who knows? But it's just a weird,
that's a good point.
That's an odd fucking thing to say. Let's take our hero. Our movie hero, and say he was fucking an 11-year-old when he was 25.
Is it an excuse to do flashbacks to get kids on the set? Or like with Mackenzie Phillips, is it like, hey, this will be a reason to keep her around, and it does kind of work in the story?
In Hollywood, they do want just like people they like on set. They think of a reason to extend your character. If they like you.
I think the kids on set, especially during the 80s, a lot of those kid shows is what they've been talking about on a lot of these message boards and whatnot, that it was just out of hand.
Yeah.
They would make shows that were specifically kid oriented as far as the cast goes and the guest stars that they would pull on. Whether the show sucked or not, it would get picked up just so these guys could have a place to jerk off and sexually assault
kids.
Kids. Yeah, that seems to be what was going on.
It had to be. I'll go back to a club, to a city that's not that good or doesn't pay me well. If there's some chick there that fucks me, I'd be like, hey, put Indianapolis back in my schedule. Really? Nobody likes that club. It's like, no, it's good. It's good. So of course they would do the same shit.
I went to Akron, Ohio to fuck once, please.
Really?
I've never been back. I had never been there before.
You hopped on a plane?
Yeah.
I've hopped on planes for pussy before.
Oh, yeah.
You're
the plane to pussy.
Yeah, that's how you know you really want to fuck somebody, when you actually go through security at the fucking airport. You're like, God damn, I must want to blow a load with this person.
Yeah.
Did you only do it once? I remember.
No, maybe 2 times. Maybe 2 times I did.
I remember the person.
Yeah,
I remember
Oh, it's just
calling
one of
you
those.
and telling you she's on her way.
Yeah. Oh, Christ, that's right.
No, at his house.
No, she wound up, because we were done, and then she wound up showing up. She drove from Akron to my house.
Really?
And she's like, I'm in your driveway.
Like a good surprise, but you're like, that's awful.
This is good.
Yeah, I called Ann. I told her, dude, she's thanks.
Well, you are going to have to leave right after you blow me.
Oh, she blow you?
No, I know.
That's the worst. Take a 12-hour trek to get there. Like, that's good. Beat it.
No, she got a little clingy, as they say.
Yeah, some people
clingy.
do.
Yeah.
Some people do, right? They get a bit.
Oh, yeah.
A bit attached
Crazy.
at the hip.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, this was not what it was.
And then what do you do?
Yeah.
Keep fucking him. I'm weak.
I'm weak.
I'm weak.
I'm weak.
I know how many. What fucking weakness? They defrock me.
Bad lieutenant.
What do you think of now there's that fucking, speaking of JFK, there's that fucking, now they're saying that did Jack Ruby say that there was he said watch the fireworks?
Kids?
What's that?
He fucked kids?
What are you on a strip club or something?
Yeah.
Jack Ruby?
Yeah, he was a bag man for the Dallas mob. I'm just quoting the movie. He
an unsafe work environment for women.
He did. He really was. I mean, thank God he's passed away because he would be dragged through the mud publicly. No, they said he said watch the fireworks just hours before Kennedy's assassination. No, was he talking about that or something else? I don't know.
What was Jack Ruby?
Oh, he said watch the fireworks?
Yeah.
Well,
before the assassination.
Oh. Like he might have known something was going to happen.
He made comments on the morning of the JFK's assassination to an FBI informant that suggested he knew something was going to happen. He was eventually, okay. I hate when they say what he did.
Yeah.
Like on the TV, they're saying cult leader Charles Manson. We know.
Yeah,
we fucking know.
Cult leader.
2 days later, okay, they're just saying he said watch the fireworks. I don't.
When did it get shot? What month was it?
November.
November? No. When did JFK get shot?
November.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I forget the date. November 22nd. Was it 22nd? Yeah, November 22nd, 1963.
Police in car, light head, get away. Watch the fireworks. Like a mortar. This is a very good one. Right, Kennedy head.
Yeah, it just fizzles out on the trunk. Light head.
Yeah,
it's like one of those things that you put in the street. You light it up and it just goes right to Parkland Memorial.
Yeah. That's well, you know. Oh, is that from some of the new stuff that came out?
Yeah, one of the ones that and they said it was really heavily redacted in the old things. But,
like black.
Oh no, I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of something else.
I hate that redacted shit.
That stinks.
How do they get away with just like not releasing all of it?
Yeah, national security they use a lot.
What's still going on from 6 years ago?
Exactly. Yeah. Why can't they tell us what people said, what they saw?
They don't want us to know what scumbags the government is.
Yeah, no shit.
It's probably not even said. Like one guy raised the point,
or maybe incompetent or something.
Incompetent. Like if you're the kid of family members who helped, like our country against Castro, and you still have family in Cuba. Like, all right, there's certain things where your family may have helped the U.S. and you still have living family members in those countries, and the government might hurt your surviving. Then you might want to name names.
Exactly.
Then you don't want to name names.
Name names.
All right, take out a name.
Yeah, exactly. But that's it.
That's it. I mean, like whenever you hear something and you're like, well, you don't know, maybe the government needs it for security. Has anything like that ever come up? Like 20 years later, like okay, now that's passed.
Right?
Here's what we couldn't tell you.
I don't know. I think it happened.
It's never an excuse.
I think it happened exactly like they said it did in the
JFK got shot.
Yeah. That's one magic loogie.
I don't even think JFK ever existed.
I think
really?
That's conspiracy.
That's right.
That is really
President
taking it up.
Edelweiss. Wait, what?
Wait.
The new Chip Chipperson podcast is up, by the way. It's an odd one.
God, dude, I've done that guy's show. He's an awful host.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
he is terrible. Very hard to work with.
If you ever ask any, you got to go on there.
He's
he's difficult to work with. But I have feelings that I like doing the show.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I think I'm taping this week.
Tomorrow night.
I'll be taping. But I missed Sunday. Who was on?
It was Sam came on and Will Sylvence, who people love.
Oh my God,
Will Sylvence is perfect on it, and Christina was not available. So Liz from the Comedy Cellar came on. I think that was
awesome.
it. And Christina, people love. She's great on it. But
yeah,
you know, when people are not available, she was doing something on a film set.
His new girlfriend,
Christina Palumbo. No, she works here, and she used to work on Jay Thomas's show. And Bobo, I've tried to get on, but apparently he doesn't give a shit about being around her anymore. He won't come on the show.
Yeah,
What?
he really is a weirdo.
know.
Bobo has standards.
Yeah, he won't come on the show.
He does.
I don't know why he doesn't like Chip.
He has
but
standards.
I know Chip and Bobo are going to go to war. It's going to get.
You want to go to war?
It's going to get fucking ugly.
That Will is hilarious.
I love him on the show.
That show because
What's he do?
like Chip loves Will because Will say the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
He's free. Him and Chip just see eye to eye. It's fun.
Yeah.
And he's silly on it.
And Chip just compliments him constantly, tells him how he should be on every show, and he's just great.
Yeah, so the new one's up. It's a weird one, but I liked it. I like when they're a little weird. They have no flow. Once in a while, you need that. That's what he is.
It's great.
Chip's not an anti-hero. He has no flow. He stinks.
I love.
How many have you done?
I want to say 30. Can we go to Riotcast YouTube? I want to say 32 or 33.
That's great. It's fun to do.
Mass murderer, cult leader, Charles Manson. They ought to add two things in. Is he technically a mass murderer?
No, Riotcast
What's
YouTube.
Mass? Where do you get to mass?
I guess a lot of people.
But you know, again, he didn't murder those people.
Yeah, he just had someone else
he
do it.
had people do it. So I don't know if that makes you a mass murderer.
Stupid hats.
What's wrong with the hats?
Oh God!
Chip's hats. Yeah, those are so
every
bad.
time.
Yeah, what's wrong with them? There's fucking nothing wrong with that.
I think because I mentioned it, somebody made a montage of your hats falling off.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, like an awesome.
Yeah, they do come off once in a while.
They come off a lot.
That means some poor soul had to go over every episode and watch in a row to get
the hat to come off
and watch your hat come off.
Yeah. All right, let's think. I want to eat something. We'll come back.
Yes.
And I want Denny to come in. I thought Denny was going to be in the
Denny
whole show.
Falcone?
Yeah, but he won't. I guess he's fucking waiting to be invited.
What?
So we're hanging with Ant.
Vampire?
Who does, yeah, he's not allowed to come in unless I invite him in.
Yeah.
He's Ant's got his show with Artie Lang today, 4 to 6.
4 to 6 p.m. Great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What a good matchup.
He's hilariously funny, man. He's fun to work with. And with the other 22 hours of the day, I have no idea. But for those 2 hours, he is amazing. I love him.
And we'll let's take one phone call, and then we will take a quick break and eat something. All right, what are you promoting, by the way?
I start my tour in January. I've got my Netflix special on right now, Double Negative.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
Good for you, man. Good for you. So, all right, Tony in Long Island. Hello.
Hey, Jim. How are you, buddy?
Hey, man. How are you?
I just got in the car this morning, and I'm hearing the two of you guys together, and it just brought me back to a couple of years ago. You guys are really fucking great.
You guys.
Thank you, man.
Use guys is great.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it feels.
You know what, Anthony? Go fuck yourself.
I look how quickly it turns.
Yes.
I love it.
All right, thanks,
I love
Tony.
this gay.
I will say, when I walked in here, I kind of, like, when Roland called me, I was like, yeah, okay, that'd be cool. Anthony back in the studio. But when I walked in, it's just like, oh, fuck yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
I walked in. Anthony was here before me this morning.
Yeah,
I walked in, I just see Anthony sitting there. And, and there was nobody in this seat. And I was like, oh, that would explain why he's smiling.
It's such a nice atmosphere.
Isn't it fun?
Everyone's just having fun and having a good time. Why? It never had to be different than that.
I am missing someone ignoring what I'm saying and being on their phone. If you get someone else in
yeah.
Oh, do you miss that?
Yeah, it just seemed it was lacking without that.
That
Talking to a wall.
You didn't enjoy that?
Oh no, it was great, man. It was one of my favorite parts of being here.
That's good when you're spinning plates and juggling and dancing and just stare at the phone.
Should I keep going?
Okay. Yeah.
Are we? No.
That's it.
Nah, brother.
Oh boy, you really do a good one.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a break and come back and do some more of that. All right, be right back. La la da 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 T T do 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 do
You're ruining it. You're ruining my
I love singing along like that. It really annoys people.
It's terrible.
And this song especially.
No, you're not. You're making it so soft. Please don't do that.
This is such a not la la da dee dee do. You sound like Adrian with Rocky and do do dee do
do dee dee. Do you have the? Can you find that? Do 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 do.
One second.
Do do dee do do.
How do you get that wrong?
Maybe she was retarded.
He literally just said it. Do 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 do.
That was supposed to be this sweet moment, and it's so embarrassing to watch.
You could turn this rage down a little bit. Can't stand them. Yeah, that was supposed to be like a moment of connection between them.
Yeah,
and they're a fun couple. Did you like it?
Rocky 3.
You want it?
Adrian, he has the video with the whole thing in it.
Mind if I serenade you?
First of all, gross already.
What are you doing?
You can do it.
No. Come on, Rock. You're going to wake the baby.
Pause. How are you going to wake the baby? How light a sleeper is this piece of shit kid?
They're talking normally, and then he's singing at a lower level. But it's like, no, the melody wakes him up.
Yeah, do.
I wonder if Frank helped him out on this.
Yeah,
Frank's Stallone. No, it's da da do do.
Do 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 do.
It's good, but it's not dodo. It's do 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 do.
Do 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 do.
What the fuck is
Why
wrong
are you
with her?
saying do do?
What's wrong with her?
Do 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 do.
I said do in there, you dumb cunt.
I can see him reading the script and be like, why? How can I mess up do?
Yeah.
I don't see how any character ever in the world.
It's so fucking. You can't make that mistake with it. He's accused too, right?
16-year-old. Yeah, him and his bodyguard. His bodyguard's dead though.
His bodyguard's dead.
Oh, wow. That's it.
Do 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 do
do do do.
Finally, taking your time.
Oh.
Hold on. Taking your time arriving in the studio.
Look at this.
I was busy.
Look at Denny. Look at Dennis. All dressed up and doing the town.
It's warm in here.
Yeah, it sure is. Now that you walked in.
Hot. Oh shit.
Wow. Wow. He's got his wow sticker on his chest.
And you're wearing an Opie radio shirt.
You know how much I like perks.
Well, did you have to pay for that, or did you get it for free?
No, I got it for free when they cleaned out some offices.
Oh shit.
Oh wow.
That's a collector's item.
Sort of kind of dwindled.
Like the Edsel.
How do you feel? You feel comfortable? Looks good on you.
Yeah, I got another one.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You should wear it on air.
They were I should wear that today.
Do you wear them all the time?
No, this is the first time.
First time ever.
This is the first time.
How you doing,
Good.
Dennis?
Busy. How's
Very
everything
good to
with
see you. Good. Yeah, I'm enjoying myself, having fun.
Good for you.
And this is great. Doing the show with Jimmy.
4 to 6. Those hours sound very appealing.
Right?
Oh. And for Artie, it's great because he's just like there have been times where after 15 minutes doing the show, he'll tell a joke, it kills, and then he goes, "Why don't we knock off early?" Knock off early.
Do you knock off early?
Like you're shingling a house. No, we don't knock off early. But just him saying that, yeah, that was a good. Why don't we knock off early?
He really does need somebody saying, no, we're still going, man.
We're still going. We'll get some gabagool and sausage.
It's like, Artie, you work 8 hours a week.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's
I'm
1/5 of what people normally work.
On Wednesday before the show, I'm like, we're halfway through, Art. Halfway through the week. After 4 hours, we're halfway through. And then we do the other 2, and then Thursday.
No, on Tuesday, after Tuesday, you're halfway through.
Yeah, actually, after Tuesday, you're right.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
After Tuesday.
We are halfway through our work week.
After Tuesday.
Tuesdays.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
That seems like a fun gig.
Does he
We
ever
figured it
oversleep?
out.
4 p.m.?
There have been a couple of times he's walked in a little tardy. We do have a milk carton with his picture on it that we superimpose on his chair, and I talk to that until he comes in. But that's good. He's just so goddamn funny. Yeah, his stories and stuff. Working with Howard, he's got just some really funny stories about that. And he was, a blue collar guy. Yeah, construction. He was a longshoreman. And like I got into radio the same way he did, just backdoored it in there, got in. He gets on the most popular show ever in the world, and it was a great run.
Yeah, I already got Jenko. Look what I got.
Hey, I'm sorry.
He still is that guy. He shouldn't be famous.
Oh yeah, I know he is. Guy. He's that guy.
Yeah,
and just a really nice guy too.
How'd you get into radio?
I fucking did. I used to do song parodies. And I sent them to radio stations, but PLJ in Connecticut.
Oh, I didn't know you were sending them around first.
Yeah, my brother was. I didn't do shit.
It's just like you would just make them on your own?
Yeah. I had a band with my brother, and we used to play all the clubs on Long Island, and we would throw in these song parodies every so often, and people loved them. So I did one about OJ. And during that whole thing, you might remember.
Yeah.
And Opie played it on his show out at BAB on Long Island, and people loved it. He invited us to come in and do it live.
Yeah.
And I saw that as a foot in the door, so I didn't shut the fuck up the whole show.
Really?
I'm just like, I'm doing impressions. I'm doing fucking.
Were you happy to be there?
Oh, was I happy to be there, guy?
Damn.
Oh, my God. And then he was like, come back, come back next week or come back 2 days this week. And he taped everything. No, this was out on Long Island.
Oh.
And then he was taping every show we did and sending them out to other stations. And we got a call from Boston. And I didn't even know he was doing that. And he's like, yeah, we got an offer to go to do radio in Boston. I'm like, okay, I'm there.
Oh.
Wasn't hard for you to leave the other career you had?
Yeah. Sheet metal, air conditioning and heating.
A tin knocker.
I think the toolbox and tools might still be somewhere on the side of 95 where I threw them.
Did you give 2 weeks notice properly?
I did.
Really?
I did give 2 weeks notice,
Shocking.
but 2 days in, I cut my hand like I always did. You're working with giant razor blades is what you work with all day long.
Wish you were shaving with them. Get it in your neck.
I get it. So it was terrible, and I cut myself one day, and I just went, "What the fuck am I doing? Giving 2 weeks notice?" I was like, "Bye."
Where'd you cut yourself?
Bye. On my hand.
Oh, it's the worst.
Right there.
Right behind the.
A lot of cuts in the air conditioning and heating business.
Yeah, how about you ever get like a piece of sharp metal that will scrape against your hand or jab you with a corner of a piece of sharp metal?
Yeah, a lot of times. You ever see what's above these hung ceilings when they?
Yes, black guys. That was actually a dick joke.
Of course.
You thought it was the? Yeah, I realized that.
That was a large cock
I
joke.
know,
like a hung like a horse.
A
kind
big
of
cock. Yeah.
I just thought it was like slavery times.
No, it was a big cock joke.
Okay.
No, I didn't say it. There are these. I guess to hold the ceiling up, they put these very, very straight wires that are very sharp at the end. And they hang them there, and then when you're done putting the ductwork up, they put the ceiling up and hold it up with those wires. I was putting some ductwork up once. One of the wires, I pushed up. It went right into my arm, like 3 inches in.
What?
And I had to pull it out.
Fuck.
It started kind of gushing. And my boss was like, just throw some duct tape on it. We got to get this done.
What?
Yeah. That's why today in my life, I work 2 hours a day, 4 days a week.
Without your hands.
Yes. No calluses. I got city hands, Mr. Hooper.
Yeah. That's right. From putting lotion on babies' heinies. You got city hands. Counting money.
Counting money your whole life, Mr. Hooper.
Yeah, that always was the scariest part about touching metal to me is the idea that you could cut yourself with it.
Yeah, metal.
The machines in that shop were just, it was a house of horrors. Things that would bend and cut metal and twist things and curl things. And it was just, everything was deadly. And you could really fuck yourself up. And every day for lunch, we went to the bar next door and drank and bet the horses. And we'd go back
and operate
buzzed. And we'd go back buzzed and work giant machines that could rip you in two. hammered. It was great.
But that's probably not going to be the most effective work that you're doing.
No.
Did you ever do shoddy work?
A lot of shoddy workmanship. A lot of shoddy workmanship. I still to this day wonder if any of the big air conditioning units I hung above these ceilings ever just fell down on somebody. Yeah,
did you ever do it? But you knew what you were doing, obviously.
I knew what I needed to do to keep getting paid. I did such a minimal amount of work. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, you must have known what you were doing wrong, too.
You know what was great? I worked my way into getting the small jobs that they would have to send me out for, like a one-off. They would have these big jobs that were developments that were being built. And every day you'd have to do 3 houses. And it was the same house every day for like months on end, big tract houses and stuff. And I hated that because people were watching you. You had to do, but they would get these jobs like in the city here and go, well, there's this woman. She needs a ventilator hood vented out of her wall. So just take some metal, bend it there. I don't know. And for me, I'm like, this is nothing. I'll be done in minutes and I will take the rest of the day off.
Yeah.
Call us when you're done because we might send you to another job. Yeah, that's going to happen.
Would you call immediately when you were done?
Oh my God, I never called. Every job they gave me took all day.
Did I work
Everyone.
I worked at Arlington National Cemetery, picking weeds and laying pipes and stuff. And
why?
Summer job when I was 16.
Oh, you're working. Okay.
Yeah, it was the first time I was working with blacks, and they taught me how to be lazy on a level that I've never understood before. So, like, we had to pick weeds, and our super would be like, fill up this giant garbage can with weeds in the parking lot, in the flower beds around the parking lot. We're like, okay. And we're like, and I'll just like, I guess we got to pick weeds all day. And the guy's like, no, we got to crumple up newspaper and fill that to about 3/4 of the way up, and then cover that with weeds, and then go to the back of the parking lot and sleep. And I was like,
wow.
That's pretty brilliant.
Are a genius. Yeah. Looks like a full.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Crumpled up. It's the shit people do when they want to get away with something. Criminals or anyone who wants to get out of work, the brilliant little fixes that people come up with.
Mm-hmm.
There were little forts that were built specifically for sleeping on certain jobs. Like plywood, and you'd crawl behind that and put a barrel in front of it and then take some insulation and put a blanket over it. It was just just a lot of work to do a lot of work.
Walking Dead style, like sleeping arrangements.
Yeah. Was that a union gig? Were you in a union?
No, those weren't union gigs. No.
I would have thought you were union.
This was pre-union, before 28. Yeah, this was before when I was a scab, scab action. But it was great, though. Scab!
So is OTB money off the books?
No.
I like the abbreviation.
It was on the books, but it was there were.
Yes, by the way, OTB works either way, Denny. So off the books or on the books, it doesn't.
Yeah, that doesn't really work.
I don't really said the abbreviation and then immediately said what it stood for.
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah,
cell phones and GPS fucked up everything I used to do.
Well, right.
But I was out of it already. I used to have a beeper that you'd have to call a number.
But you have to find a payphone.
Yeah.
So it could be 25 minutes. You could be right next to the payphone. I don't know.
There was a Motorola radio in the trucks, so you could talk on that. Base to 15. Base to 15. 15. All right, go to Granger and pick up. You're just like, this sucks. This sucks. But they couldn't really figure out where you were. I put a trailer hitch on the back of my work van so I could take the jet ski down to Ashroken on Long Island, and during working hours I would ride my jet ski around Huntington and Northport.
But you were supposed to be working.
I was supposed to be working. Not only that, but like a year later, the axle fell out of the truck from the salt water, backing the trailer into the salt water. I was the worst employee ever.
It's costing them money.
Ever.
It is nice though when you look back and you're like, wow, I think I don't have to fucking do that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not stuck.
Oh, I looked at guys that are my age now back then, and I'm like, I cannot be that guy. I will not. I can't do that.
Oh, right.
And
I
you, in your
cannot do
50s
that.
doing a job like that, you fucking
climbing ladders and fucking get out of here.
Cold outside, the rain.
You count the days down to retirement.
Yeah.
There's guys on the train, union guys, laborists, and 14 weeks, 13 days, and 42 hours. They counted right down.
I know.
Count it down.
And Colin Ferguson gives him a nice early one.
he was the Long Island Railroad gunman.
He was, yeah.
Yes. Killed a bunch of people.
He was. What did you do before that? Before you did the pipe laying, what else did you do before comedy?
Delivered flowers for like FTD or something, pizza. I did temp jobs.
Would you ever get robbed in the projects? When you deliver pizza or no?
I did Montgomery County, Maryland, one of the richest counties in the world.
Okay.
Yeah, it was not an issue.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
they had that in D.C. where they were like calling people up and then shooting them. Their initiation
Crazy,
or just,
right?
like, theft. Yeah.
They would shoot people?
Yeah. They would like call delivery and then it was a fun game.
To an abandoned house.
And kill you?
Yeah.
Poor a lot of Asian guys
Who would do that?
bought it that way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
my God.
they do anything, you know? There'd be a guy like you'd probably go, yeah, go fuck yourself. I'm not going there.
I work anytime, anywhere.
Anytime, anywhere.
That happened many years
Work
ago in
anytime,
Jersey.
anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pizza guys delivered and they killed him.
Really?
Yeah, it happens all over. You'll hear about a
That's
guy.
what happens.
Killed him.
Yeah, you'll hear about a delivery guy just getting fucking either robbed and shot.
Jesse Dixon wanted a pizza.
Do you guys ever work fast food restaurants?
Never.
No, I worked
Never
at
food.
a regular restaurant, and it sucked because I was a dishwasher. And
Wow, what happened? You finally you and your partner, you fucking threw your aprons at the owner when you got a better gig? I'll give you $5,000.
$5,000. $5,000. Yeah.
You can't even jizz anybody's food if you're a dishwasher.
No. I had to clean the jizz off the plate.
Yeah, exactly.
It
And
was
they're like,
terrible.
you know you're allowed to use soap and water. You don't have to use your tongue.
It was so bad.
Is it
was,
gross to touch the plates? That sounds like it seems like a fucking gross.
You
Yeah,
couldn't.
gloves. Yeah.
There was no way. The gloves didn't work. You had to pick plates up, and the gloves never worked. So you're barehanded. And you had to just grab these giant bus trays, and they're coming in at an alarming rate during the rush. And you just take your hand and take whatever slop is on there that people were eating, and and then just like throw it into a garbage pail. It was awful.
Did you ever eat off the plates?
No.
Really? I would have for
never.
Sure. For
They gave
sure.
us free food there, so it was fine. But yeah, believe me, if they didn't give me free food, I probably would have found
I
something.
worked in a kosher deli.
Oh, yeah?
And had to wash the
Kosher.
dishes. I threw up.
Why?
Because of the smell. Yeah, I got sick.
What, you're saying Jewish food isn't very...
No, I got fired from McDonald's too because I threw up. Well, remember the grease traps? You had to scrape the grease off the grills.
Do they smell?
Yeah.
Oh, it's horrible.
You have a weak stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little tender stomach guy.
Yeah. I walked out of biology class when they delivered a baby. We used to watch the films.
What?
Who delivered
Oh,
a
I
baby?
thought they actually delivered a baby.
No, no.
Oh, you
no.
just didn't want to see that stupid hole it came out of, right?
No, that's
yuck.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I'm very queasy.
You're a queasy boy.
I'm queasy.
Yeah.
Do you
What
like
about-
anal sex?
What's that?
Do you like anal sex?
No.
Okay.
Queasy.
What about if you cut yourself and you bleed? Do you get a little faint?
No. I broke everything. I broke a fishbowl on my arm and I cut an artery.
Wait, you broke a fishbowl?
Yeah, it fell. It fell.
Where? How did this fishbowl fall? Where?
I dropped it.
On your arm?
Yeah, I don't know. It was on like the cement or on a
Why
stoop.
were you carrying a fishbowl?
Put over his head for a porno shoot.
Yeah, I got hit on the head with a
Scat movie.
Try to be like a NASA.
I got hit on the forehead with a baseball bat and it like cracked my
Wow.
Wow.
You didn't get queasy for
swung
that?
back.
What station were you working for?
No, I got we were playing ball.
Oh,
in the
by mistake?
schoolyard. Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't get queasy with that blood?
No.
Oh,
for
man.
some
Do
reason.
you get stitches?
What's
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I got everything. Yeah, I fell off a banister, broke my arm.
Really?
Remember the banisters? You'd slide down?
Sure.
I slid off.
What floor?
On the Little
that?
Rascals?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, growing up in Brooklyn, we had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played stickball, did you?
Yep. Stoop ball, punch ball.
What's up, the 20s?
What's stoop ball?
You would throw the ball against the cement stoop. You ever see
You
the
had to get an
cement
angle,
stoop?
right? You
Yeah.
hit it back at an angle?
Yeah. And you'd have to catch it Did you play handball?
They'd add an id when he played. Stupid.
Stupid.
I'm teasing, of course.
You play wiffle ball?
Stupid ball.
I played wiffle ball.
Yeah.
My friend Marvin one year, I couldn't hit the ball, and he was calling me the strikeout king.
Wiffle ball.
And every time he would throw a ball, he'd go, strikeout king. And I would swing and miss. I got so angry.
He psyched you out.
And it worked. I was the strikeout king.
I shot Marvin in the face.
I was so angry at him.
Did you guys have a shop in school, like metal shop? And
Yeah.
wood shop?
Oh, yeah,
They
wood
don't have
shop.
that anymore. I don't
There was a
think.
wood shop
really?
teacher.
I don't think so.
Probably liability.
Oh, you're probably right. There was a wood shop teacher
so
in one of my
with the
schools
finger.
who got in trouble for, they said, allegedly slipping something into the drink of another teacher.
Oh.
And somebody saw it and knocked the drink over and they fired him. But that was what I heard.
Really?
Yeah.
If you heard it, it was true.
Back then, probably, yeah.
It was one of the most dangerous classes.
We used to throw wood in the bandsaw, the table saw, just to see it fly in the air.
It would fly up,
Yeah.
right?
And that's when teachers could smack you in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you
When they're
doing?
trying to hold it.
Dangerous shit.
Yeah, he used to do that.
Falcone, you asshole.
Yeah, metal shop. We made screwdrivers. That was scary using, like you said, the metal.
You
blades and
made
everything.
screwdrivers.
Yeah.
You know, they sell them.
Yeah.
Well, it was a
Really
a
no
project.
reason to...
It was a project.
What would the teacher
Make
stand
one.
behind you and say, show me how fast you can make a hinge? Little box of hinges.
His hinges. He's essential to the war effort.
And then the guy trying to tell him the machines are being calibrated, he's still trying to fire.
Oh.
Throwing wood in there would have been great.
Yeah,
And
well,
watch
that was-
just fly
that
out,
was
like,
fun.
throw it that
Yeah,
way and have
yeah,
it.
that was fun.
Would you make those things? They were like it was like a foot long by like 6 inches high with it was like a nameplate. That was what you'd make in wood shop. You'd carve your name into
We
it.
used to do that in print shop. We had print shop.
With a router.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it
I
was.
still have I still have a wooden bowl that I
Oh,
made.
yeah?
Yeah, a table. I made my mother a table.
Does she still have it?
Yeah, like a round table.
You made
Very,
a full
yeah.
table. That's pretty cool.
So you were good at shop.
I liked it. Yeah,
Yeah?
I liked it. We used to take the BX cables and make billy clubs. Did you used to do that?
No.
BX cable.
I
What's a
know
BX cable?
It's a electrical cable, like the thick wire.
Yeah.
And we used to take the wire out, take black electrical tape. And put a big rope through it. 'cause
Wrap
you
it
needed a
around
billy
that.
club, because
yeah.
growing up in suburbia, you never knew when you'd have a gang fight.
Yeah.
Did you have any fights in school?
Fight.
What's that?
Do you have any fights in school?
We would, yeah.
A rumble?
Yeah, we'd have fights. There was a
With
guy
the Jets
Vito.
and the
who used-
Sharks?
There was a guy Vito who used to steal your pencil cases all the time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Not a smart thief. No. A fucking pencil case.
Did you catch him blowing a security guard on a job site?
That's a joke. It's a joke.
Oh,
You'll make
when
some
he's
Johnny
dancing
cakes.
in that gay club.
It's a joke.
It's a joke, is it? Oh, do you think he knew the jig was up?
Boy,
oh, boy,
did he know.
That was it.
And those guys were not, they were blabbermouths.
Oh, yeah.
He went into
Immediately.
the cigar business, the actor.
Yeah.
He went into the cigar. I used to see him on the street in New York selling
Really?
cigars out of the back of his car. I'm not kidding.
Jesus.
Before or after?
After.
The bully?
Yeah. No, the
Vito.
Yeah.
Vito. What's
The
his
guy
real
who got
name?
killed.
He wrote a cookbook.
Did he?
Yeah.
He and Johnny Cakes killed himself.
No.
Johnny Cakes committed suicide.
No
the,
way.
the actor?
Yep.
Really?
Why did he do that?
I don't know. I think he must have been depressed. But look,
Oh, man.
Johnny Cakes. I don't remember his real name, but he did commit suicide.
I bet. He got typecast.
It was
You
a
know what?
great
He probably
day for
hated-
all the Sopranos actors. They were like, finally.
I love you, Johnny Cakes. Yeah, let's see the real actor's name. I don't remember.
I have Vincent Curatola on my show a lot. He's the guy that was Johnny Sack.
Who was great.
And he's great. And we talk about The Sopranos, of course, at length. And he was talking about that whole storyline. He's like, I don't know what the fuck they were doing with that.
It was so weird. And then said, we gotta kill him because he's gay. We can't trust him anymore.
It's so weird.
He
There he is.
How did he shoot? Oh, I don't know how he killed himself.
Oh, I want to know how.
Gunshot.
Self-inflicted gunshot.
Oh,
Wow, that's a good way to go.
yeah. When there's that scene, when they did that scene where he's in bed with Vito, and Vito rolls over so his ass is facing him. Is facing Johnny Cakes, and then he holds him, and it cuts right to a train. One of the trains coming out of a tunnel. It was really, it was just so gay.
Yeah, it was a cool
That show was
storyline. I'm sure
hilarious.
that happens once in a while.
Yeah.
Occasionally, somebody gets caught. It's a joke.
It's a joke. What do you got? No. It's he was dressed. Yeah, there he is. He's dressed in the leather biker hat and the.
Just at the Blue Oyster.
Yeah, they're all having a good time.
Oh, are they dancing?
Police Academy.
And they kind of go in there to. They're just walking.
Yeah, they're collecting
money
from the bartender.
They're not happy, I think, with the atmosphere.
Oh no, they don't like being there.
These two mob guys are not pleased. Everyone's dressed in vests with cowboy hats.
And
I
Vito's.
DJ'd in a gay bar once.
Did you really?
Yeah. In New York.
How was it?
I didn't know it was a gay bar when I went in there. I'm saying, when did a girl show up? Seriously. A buddy of mine said, you want to work in this bar? They pay good money. All you need to do is walk in with your records. You know, they got the turntables all there. I said, yeah, great. It was in New York on the Lower East Side.
How could you not know?
So what happened? You working in there, the open vests? How did you dress?
Al Pacino, like cruising.
Cruising.
Just went in there. I used to wear a black shirt and a bow tie.
Did they love you?
They get the tips.
What's that?
Did they love you there?
Yeah, and it was all fast music. They don't dance to slow music. It was all.
Well, that looks really silly.
They should have slow dance songs at gay clubs.
Yeah, you don't want to see two guys. You don't want to see two of the village people. Sometimes when we touch, I want fucking poppers and club music.
Same thing with singles dances. I used to DJ singles dances.
And what's that? Just, I guess, a bunch of singles.
Yeah, it was Jewish American singles. That was the name of
Jewish
company.
ones. Yeah.
And girls would walk up to the guy. So, what do you do?
Oh my God!
Right away, right?
Those fucking.
And the guys wanted slow music. The guys wanted slow music so they could get their heart
get a little close.
Yeah,
ladies' choice.
Feel those Jew globes against your chest.
And the women wanted fast music.
Why? So they could just.
So they wouldn't have to dance close.
Wouldn't have to dance slow. It sounds like a wonderful time.
Yeah.
Of people just avoiding each other.
I'll do any. I did a lesbian dance once.
Yeah.
Yeah, they helped me with the speakers. They were nice people.
Oh, right. Because they're powerful people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Carry
that. A fun dance.
They helped you with the speakers?
Well, because they were very,
brawny
nice
women?
Yeah, they were nice people.
A bunch of brawny gals?
Yeah. And they tipped well.
They did, huh?
Yeah. They had the cash, so it was
Gays
nice.
have a lot of money because they never spend money on anything.
Or on their kids.
Yeah.
They usually don't have kids, so you're saving a big, and for a long time it was, they just had money to spend. They're good audience.
Yeah.
That's an interesting take.
I DJ'd a biker wedding once. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was a lot of Marshall Tucker and 38 Special.
Yeah.
Brothers.
I bet Allman Brothers, right?
Yeah.
They tell you the playlist. They're like, "This is the songs you want."
Don't play any of that disco crap. No, sir.
Now, when you
Although
DJ,
they used another word for the disco crap.
What'd they call it?
The N-word.
Oh, boy.
Really?
I don't even have that music, I said.
Well, they say the N-word crap, or they say, "Don't play any of that N-word."
That N-word music.
Oh, okay.
crap.
So now, did you say I don't appreciate that term?
No, I just played what they wanted. And lots of it,
And lots of it.
Yeah.
Did you play Sweet Home Alabama?
I played that, I played Fire on the Mountain. I also played Black Sabbath. I wanted all that kind
Did
of
they
music.
object to Sabbath?
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's as close as it got.
No.
Wow, that's you do it all.
Yeah.
Do you still use vinyl or do you use what?
Digital.
All digital, right?
I'm a digital DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of easy.
Yeah.
Just like, sure, I get that song in 8 seconds.
Yeah.
I'll have it for you.
You hit a button and it just plays.
Well, no, it's a lot more than that. You've got to read the crowd.
Not.
You have to know what they're going to want.
Read the crowd.
You got to read the crowd, see what they're reacting to.
Oh boy, he really is putting too much thought into this.
No, well, you have to.
You could literally say, what kind of event is it? Pre-set up the playlist, hit go, and never have to touch another thing until you're leaving.
No, they would think it's too easy. I'm usually standing behind there dancing.
But you could do that.
Clapping my hands.
Do you clap?
Fake it.
Yeah.
Do you get embarrassed?
No, of course not.
Do you do cheesy like catchphrases to get everybody dancing and everybody?
His are not good though. His are not good. Get those cunts off the chairs. We're like, you can't use this anymore. We don't like it.
We might not be here for a long time, but we're here for a good time. I use that one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Get those cunts off the chairs. I don't like this guy.
After I do a slow dance, I always go, make sure you give that person a nice big hug and a kiss. Pause. And please introduce yourself.
Oh, so hug and a kiss first.
Yeah, usually at a wedding. Let's get all those single ladies on the dance floor. And those ladies who wish they were single.
Oh. And then they all go,
Yeah. Yeah, let's have a nice round of applause as we invite the best man up for the toast. There's a lot of good men in here, but he's the best man.
That's not really good.
Well, you get it? There's a lot of good men in here, but he's the best man.
Yeah, but why would you say he's the best man? I don't get it.
Of all the other men.
Yeah, but why aren't they all best men? I don't understand.
Well, they're good, but he's the best.
Oh, because he's the best man at the wedding.
Right. Yeah. So it's like a double entendre. It's a play on words.
Do you ever want to kill yourself when you're saying those things?
No. I'm smiling and having a good
you
time.
bring props out too, don't you?
Like hula hoops.
I remember at the party you DJ'd at my house.
Yeah.
Yes, we had Dennis Falcone
Well, you were
DJing.
also given the same request as you were at the biker rally about the music.
Nice time. The cops came to that.
Yeah,
party.
the cops came, and but that was fine. Then they left, and you brought out the hula hoops.
Yeah.
Why the hula hoops?
Why not?
I don't know.
All right, it adds fun to the party.
It's
I brought them out when the cops were there.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
And
Really?
they were fine with hula hoops.
Yeah.
It's Roslyn. It's not really that crazy a town.
Hanson, is that true, Travis?
Yeah, he just told me.
Tell him.
Handsome Rob's thinking about hiring Dennis for his wedding.
Oh. We'll have to talk.
That means if Rob can afford it, he gets Denny.
I thought he was like 16. I didn't know he's getting married.
Yeah.
Really?
When's he get married? When's the wedding?
When's the wedding, Rob?
August 10th.
Oh, Christ.
Of this year?
How old is Rob? Jesus, I thought he was that.
I haven't gotten the invitation yet.
Yeah.
No, it's we're sending him out after the new year and everything.
How old are you, Rob?
26.
26?
Yeah.
All right, I guess you can get
It's
married.
like Ralph
26.
Macchio.
Yeah,
You just can play fucking 15.
Yeah, show me some crane kick.
That's
You get an older Asian gentleman to rub your leg when it's tender.
How long you been engaged?
Kind of look back at that movie and wonder.
We got engaged in July.
How old are you?
26.
26.
26.
How long have you known her before you were engaged?
We've been going out for over 4 years.
Going steady.
Going steady.
Oh, now.
Steady.
How many blowjobs have you gotten?
Oh,
Quite a bit.
Really?
wow.
Oh, you know, I mean.
Right. What was his name?
Oh, shit.
Do you use that at any of your gigs?
No. I've done same-sex weddings, too.
Oh, you have.
Oh, yeah. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Did you?
They're a lot of fun.
Those seem like they'd be the most fun.
Oh, they're great.
Like they'd be the most
like
like
non-stop dancing.
You should just go up and start reading scripture to them and saying how they're going to burn in hell for their sins.
I did a Jehovah party.
Really?
They don't have parties.
It was not. It was around. I don't even know if they called it a holiday party.
Their playlist was just silence.
Yeah, they don't really do anything.
Yeah, and I was playing a song called "So Many Men, So Little Time," and
That's the gay wedding song.
and it's raining men, and they told me do not play any music like that. Disco music has roots in the homosexual community. They told me.
Did they use the F word for that?
No.
Don't play any of that F word crap.
No, but they were a fun bunch. They were dancing.
They
yeah.
weren't a fun bunch.
No, they were.
No
They
way.
were. Yeah. They were. No, they were. They were nice people.
So we're Manson's followers. What a fun bunch.
Exactly. You know, Squeaky Fromm would eat your ass on a first date. What a trooper.
Oh, that ginger pussy on her.
Anybody that will slice a baby out will suck your dick immediately. It's pros and cons.
Oh. Ironically, while drinking a cup of Folgers.
Yes. Oh, boy.
Well, bon voyage.
Yeah, bon voyage, Charlie. Thanks for...
Yeah.
I thought he was
hardly knew ye.
underrated man. What if they let him out? What if they ever let him out? I mean, he was never not crazy, right?
Yeah, but don't you think if they let him out, like even 20 years ago, for him to be like 63, that he would have, like, he's nuts and everything, but he's just like another old nut that you'd see out on the street.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
I don't think he would have killed anyone else.
No,
or
somebody would have put him up.
Anyone else, he couldn't have the power to kill.
No.
Somebody would have given him a place to live.
He would have gotten a job in a supermarket and then etched his name in the ceiling and hung himself. Charlie Manson was here.
Charles Manson was here.
Yeah. He had some kind of connection with Dennis Wilson of the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Manson was hanging out. He was trying to get them to play his music.
Yeah. I think he wrote songs with them, possibly. Or Dennis Wilson, I think, lived at his place.
Yeah, they were friends, and I think he wanted him to help with his. Didn't Dennis? I don't remember what Dennis was on more of a connection to that house too. Didn't he go there or send them there thinking Dennis Wilson was going to be home? Am I incorrect?
Yeah, they got the wrong people, right?
Yeah, they got the wrong people because I think that was a house Dennis Wilson had.
Right.
And Manson was mad that he wouldn't help him with his music or something.
Did I get the wrong address?
It's in L.A. It's near my friend's place in L.A.
Yeah, people always drive past it and shit. Yeah.
I don't remember if that was Dennis Wilson didn't want to help him or something, or I don't remember what it was.
I'm not sure.
The songs weren't good.
They were. Have you hear it?
Charles Manson songs?
I want to hear some. I mean, I know people cover them. Like
I've heard
actual
them.
musicians will be like, let me make this a little better.
I know Garbage Dump. Garbage Dump was one of his songs. He talks about garbage dump, garbage dump.
Yeah, let's find Manson's music.
Yeah, good stuff.
But don't look up Marilyn because Marilyn's a rocker.
See?
You stupid fucking cunt. I know.
I love that song.
How about My World?
Oh.
My
Really?
It's all from the lyrics.
Yeah.
He's singing like it to a different tune.
Dee dee dum dee dum.
Come on. Do 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 do.
Do 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 do. I don't care if she's pregnant.
See, if they would have just given him some kind of a singing career.
It's true.
Maybe he would have been cold.
Between him and Hitler, you'd have a few bad records and a few bad paintings and 6,000,008 alive people.
such a fool in a mad world.
He's really getting into it. He's got that folky thing, like that Joan Baez
You
tremolo.
ruined Joan Baez for me. I hate you for that.
I can't stand her.
Why?
I love Diamonds and Rust, one of my favorite
That's a great
songs.
song. It's such an eerie song. It's a good song.
Yeah, but
I like that
but
one.
and Anthony fucking wrecked it. I would listen to that song all the time, and he said something like she sounds like she's singing into a fan.
Yeah. She got that
Diamonds and Rust.
that folk singer tremolo thing that they all did.
The song's amazing. It's an amazing song. It's a love song to Bob Dylan that she wrote.
Is it?
Yeah.
Can't stand Joan Baez. Oh, God.
You don't like this?
No.
You don't like
San Francisco hate Ashbury bullshit.
Now with Judy Collins or Joni Mitchell.
See, she sings. She has a beautiful voice.
Yeah, this kind of music they played when you went for wine and cheese.
Here it is. This is just.
I see what you're saying.
He ruined it for me.
This is the beginning of Antifa, all this shit. It's the beginning of all the PC bullshit we put up with.
No, she's just singing a nice song to Bob Dylan.
Oh, fuck her.
Fuck Joan Baez.
It's so irrational.
Joan Baez.
He's so full of anger towards her, too. It's great.
I love this song, though.
I bet you had one of those big 70s bushes. That's a plus.
Judas Priest covered this.
Really?
They did their own version of it without certain specifics about. You said my poetry would. This one, like this stuff they took out.
Yeah.
You don't like this?
My pussy was lousy, you say? Is that
My
what
poetry.
Okay.
My pussy is hairy, you say.
It's just that it's pure hippie shit that I have no fucking use for.
My asshole smells like bloody gums, you say. Is there anything worse than the smell of bleeding gums?
They weren't very hygienic in those
You weren't
days.
into the whole beatnik era?
Yeah.
No.
Wasn't this?
Fucking, what did Nick do?
Fuck, oh, turn it down. Professional coming.
Fucking.
Why'd you hit Nick? Fuck yeah. Go now.
Go on now. That fucking shit comes out all the time around the house. And go on now.
When are you coming on, Chip? Aries Badani was great. Why don't you come on?
No, it's not that I won't come on.
Why don't you come on tomorrow night? What are you doing? 6:30 p.m. over the Comedy Cellar.
I'm on too. Be the two of us.
Yeah, that would be fun.
And the
What are you
Chip
doing?
Chipperson.
Tomorrow night?
Yeah, 6:30 p.m.
I got jury duty tomorrow. I'll be done by then, right?
You should, yeah.
How does anyone
Don't
I
step
tried
in
to
it.
get out of it. How do you get out of it?
It's tough to get out of it.
You hear what I
I
said?
don't register to vote. I do everything I can. Oh, sorry,
Social
Chip. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Social security number. They might have gotten you.
I guess.
Yeah, they get you. I had to send something back in. 'Cause you don't always get their notices, but you just got to mail it in. If you got to go, you got to go.
You used to get out of it years ago. Just tell. Yeah, I'm in the media.
The guy knew who I
I'm
was.
in the media. You can get out of it.
Not now.
And
Years
booted me
ago,
right
yeah.
out. He knew
Really?
who I was and just said, Yeah, you don't have to.
You got to wait. It's forever until you get into the room where they go.
No, it was fast.
Oh, they got checking you in?
Yeah, I had a thing. I'll tell you something.
I should wear my tour shirt.
Guns are a great thing for camaraderie with people with other guns. Because I was carrying my gun, and you're not allowed to have a gun in court.
No.
So at the door, you tell them, I have a firearm, and they voucher it and lock it up for you. Right. But while they're doing it, they start talking to you, and it's all like good old boy, buddy gun talk. And then before you know it, he's like, all right, sit here. Don't worry about it. I'll get you fucking out of here. And that was it.
Wow. That's what he says to you, and in his mind, he's like, all right, this psycho brought a gun into court. I don't want him making a decision on someone's life.
I was, I did everything that, legally what you were supposed to do. I actually had a gun at the Neil Diamond show at the, in Brooklyn, at the Barclays Center.
Why?
Well, because
they get violence.
I was carrying my gun. That's what you do.
But
when you
doesn't
carry
it go
a gun.
off through the?
No, I went to the guy.
Neil Diamond show, just in case he's not on.
Just in case, yes, Neil Diamond. Just in case I don't like the way he's singing.
Yeah,
Casey doesn't do "Girl, You'll Be a Woman Soon."
Yeah.
Fucking...
I am. I said. Start fucking busting some caps, yo.
I do love Neil Diamond.
Yeah.
Neil Diamond's great.
Well, Solitary Man might be my favorite.
Oh, that's a good one.
Then again, Kentucky Woman is good.
Yeah.
That's a good
Johnny
one.
Cash's Solitary Man was great.
I don't know that one.
When he did all the American covers.
I love those.
Yeah.
Wait, did he cover Solitary Man? Can we hear that a little bit? I didn't know he covered that. Fuck.
Johnny Cash, huh?
Yeah.
One of my favorite episodes of Columbo.
With Johnny Cash.
The Johnny Cash episode.
No,
It was
Johnny
a two-parter. Yeah, he kills his wife.
Really?
Yeah, she was being a little lippy.
Where's the Johnny Cash cover?
Oh, the Johnny Cash one.
What are you doing?
He's skipping.
It was like, I saw the light. I saw the light. It was the song in Columbo. It's great.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. Oh. This is Neil Diamond.
I know it is.
Neil Diamond's version.
We asked for Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
8 times.
Oh, great.
I don't know what happened.
Well, no. He just played a piece of that
At the
to
Bricks.
compare it.
No, he didn't. That's a
No.
good. That's a good. That is.
Whoever told you that?
Jesus, that's smile.
Dee-dum.
Oh, come on.
Da 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 da. Do 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 do. I like that. Okay.
Johnny Cash just decided, like, I'm going to do everyone else's shit, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, Rick
He
Rubin,
did
I think.
4 albums of covers.
Rick Rubin, I think, came
Yeah.
up with that, and they were great though.
They were great.
They're great. His Hurt is better than 9 Inch Nails' Hurt.
No.
They're both. Those are both
It's
great songs.
not.
Both
His
great
Rusty
versions.
Cage is better. Oh, Rusty Cage is a good song.
No.
You don't like his Rusty Cage?
I don't like Johnny Cash doing covers of the songs that I enjoyed listening to in the 90s.
Anthony's such a
I'm
curmudgeon.
sorry, I
He really
am a
is. He
curmudgeon.
really
Anthony's
is,
not a fun human being.
Oh, I'm waiting to hear like a dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17. Like he's singing everything. Fuck, stop.
I like it.
Well, he did stop.
He did.
He's dead, right?
How about 13? You ever hear that song?
No, what's that?
Come on, 13 by Johnny. I think Danzig wrote it.
Really?
Yeah, Glenn Danzig wrote it, and it might have been for Johnny Cash.
Danzig.
I don't know if he did it. You never heard 13?
No.
So I'm shocked you haven't. You never heard this?
Not really.
It's a great song.
I think I've heard it.
You must have.
Bad luck, wind been blowing at my back.
I don't know if Danzig sang this first.
I was born to bring trouble to wherever I'm at.
Yeah, these are all songs that could be played during the credits in a movie.
Got
Like,
the
that's what they sound like.
13
You don't love this?
It's a Western.
on my neck.
No,
Anthony's a tough guy.
I really don't.
You like Ring of Fire, don't you?
Starts to
Well, some of the old stuff is
No, he likes
nostalgic.
Cross of Fire.
Yeah. Some of the old Johnny Cash is pretty good, like nostalgia shit. But he was never really one of my big favorites.
How about God's Gonna Cut You Down?
That's a great song.
What?
The video, you see the video for it?
Who used to come out to that? UFC fighter used to come out to that.
It might not.
Matt Hughes?
It might have been. Yeah, I don't know.
Someone like that.
He did the video after he died. He got all these crazy celebrities were in it. He didn't do the video. Obviously, he was dead.
Yes, that would be a little hard.
But you didn't. This was a song Tom, what's his name, used to sing? She's a lady.
Tom Jones.
Tom Jones used to sing this.
Now that's a vocalist.
Yes, he was.
Still is, but not as good as he used to be.
Well, he's
Tom
older.
Jones. Yeah. What is this guy?
I don't know, just some dude. You never saw the video for this?
Oh my God.
And the downtrodden.
Who cares? Oh, it's fucking, what's his name?
Yeah, Iggy Pop.
Song.
Yeah, Iggy
This
Pop.
is a cool song.
Yeah, and he's got all these weird celebrities just making cameos in it.
Kanye.
It's a bizarre video. People singing along with it.
Run on for a long time.
Oh, Christ.
Glenn Campbell eating a work boot. Fucking David Cassidy singing into a turnip.
Oh, shit.
Go tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell that.
Poor David Cassidy at dementia.
David Cassidy. I think he's like at death's door here.
Oh, yeah.
You can't get a liver transplant.
What does dementia do? Was it from drinking or no? Just
Yeah.
Oh, and what
David
about
Cassidy.
He had some
happy.
fun.
what about and Malcolm Young died? Angus's brother, one of the founders of AC/DC.
I woke up and bombed this morning.
Come on, get happy.
I woke up and
like that one,
bombed
too.
this morning.
I sing that every
Come
day.
on, get happy was a good song too.
What's it? Come on,
Get happy.
Come on,
Come
I
on,
think
get happy.
I think I Love You is a fucking amazing song.
I Think I Love You's great.
It's
I
great.
heard a punk cover of that was great too. But that's a great song.
Yeah.
He's got dementia. What is it with these guys? Why does dementia kill you? Like, and again, Malcolm Young died at 67 or 64 of dementia.
I think when you have it,
Forget how to do normal things. They take a knife instead of slicing bread. Like, is this how you do it?
I think if if your dementia is because you've been abusing yourself with drugs and alcohol for so long, I think your body is shot.
Well, was David Cassidy a slave to the drink?
I think he was. Much like Jack, his dad, who was also in a great episode of Columbo.
Yes, he was.
David Cassidy's father?
Yes.
Do you know how Jack Cassidy died?
No.
Oh.
He was smoking in bed.
Yep.
Really? And he lit up his bed?
Yep. Wow. Smoking in bed.
Isn't there a
What an
moment when
old
your
school
bed's
way to
on
go.
fire where you wake up?
He was. I think he was
that right?
intoxicated. Is why.
It's getting hot in here. Open a window.
Yeah.
Jack Cassidy.
Sexuality? Oh, he was bisexual. Okay.
He was.
That's what killed him?
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't
God,
think what he
yeah.
was smoking.
He was very jealous of his son's success
Yes,
with
he
the
was.
Partridge Family
Was
and
he?
then with music. Yeah. He was married to Shirley Jones
But he had a good acting
for a little
career.
while.
He did,
David Cassidy?
Yeah,
Or Jack Cassidy?
No, Jack Cassidy.
He was jealous of his son.
Well, David didn't. David wanted to do rock. He didn't want to do those.
Right. Those poppy songs from the Partridge Family.
Yeah, he was on the cover of Tiger Beat like every week. Remember Tiger Beat?
Yeah.
Do I remember the Bay City Rollers would be on it? I used to
Yeah.
love Tiger Beat. And then there was Teen Beat.
Teen Beat.
They would once in a while have Kiss, but when they didn't have Kiss, I didn't buy them.
One
Yeah.
of the best magazines to jerk off to.
Highlights?
Tiger Beat. Teen Beat off. Yes.
Team beat off.
We have to
mag.
take one more break or no? All right, Travis says yes. I'm going to tinkle. And the new Chip Chipperson podcast is up and a very silly one. Of course,
With
my.
Will?
What's that?
Who's on it? Will?
Will Sylvince and young Samuel, who's coming back today and lives from the Comedy Cellar. Denny is here. Ari Shafir is promoting his tour, which comes out in January.
We got
and
Boston, got everywhere. I don't know.
and the Netflix special is really good. It's called the double special. What's it called?
Double Negative.
Double Negative on Netflix. You can get that. And Anthony, of course, Artie and Anthony every day, Monday through Thursday, for 2 hours, 4 to 6 on Compound Media.
That's all you get out of me.
When are you announcing those hours sound very appealing.
Oh, they're so appealing.
Serious, better do the right thing. I'm going to beg my way over there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fucking 4 to 6.
Well, you didn't want to do afternoons, right? Didn't they often?
Why don't you
Not
do
here, I
afternoons?
didn't know.
Why not?
Because it fucks up I'm afraid I won't function as a person. Like I'm such a mess that like I have to get up in the morning, so I have to live my day.
Regimented. Yes.
Yeah.
You get up early on Saturday and Sunday too.
No, I don't. I'm right back to comedian
Yeah.
schedule.
Yeah, but why can't so 4 to 6? So then just wake up in the morning. And then come here when you're done with your errands and shit.
You could do that, yeah, but afternoons is not as. Plus, my flight schedule for gigs. A lot of times I'll fly Thursday afternoon. I'll be missing 2 days a week. There's a whole
Right.
But I mean, I would do it, but I prefer mornings, and I hate to say that.
It works for me because I have nothing else in my life but video games and movies and my show.
Yeah, just getting up to the gym would suck. Going to the bank. I would want to get up and go to the gym and then go to work.
Sounds tough.
I hate that.
The bank.
Bank in the gym.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't do a good job painting that picture. All right, Denny, you going to hang out with us?
No.
Why?
Oh, Jesus.
Why not?
I can't piss.
Like,
nice.
It's terrible. Garbage dump, oh garbage dump. Did you ever hear Johnny Cash's version of Garbage Dump? It's great. Fuck that.
I love Johnny Cash's version.
I know you do.
I guarantee you musicians this whole week on concerts are going to play like this song and that other song.
Yeah.
But it's a really weird guy to pay a tribute to. It's like, how about a guy who raped an infant? Why don't you play one of his songs? This guy's a fucking hunk of garbage. You know what, Denny? I apologize. I put on 2, not 3. Sorry about that. Okay. My fault.
You'll get used to it.
I know. As long as it's 6 months.
Bored up.
I know. Come on. I do more than that. Shut up.
Are you in the
I'm
union?
smart. I'm smart. Like everyone says. Not dumb. Smart. I'm sorry, Denny. Okay. That's Sam's mic. It's all right. Part of me never wants to turn it on.
Yeah, what? What's? I just read a tweet from Sam saying he was
enjoying
listening
the show.
to the
I got
program.
a text from him too.
Where is he?
He works for WWE and he's flying home. He usually comes back, but he just couldn't. Oh, by the way, thank you, Tef Chipperson, Chip Falcone. I tweeted that. They do the Chip mashups.
Yeah,
I met him, by the way. Tef Chipperson. He's a big Twitter guy for our show.
Yeah,
like he just twitters a lot of stuff. And he will absolutely be arrested with a woman's head in a bowling bag. He is. No, it's no Teft Jipperson. We don't know who that is. Jipperson. Jipperson. What are you looking up?
Does Chip do any impressions?
No, it's fuck yeah, he does.
Oh, really?
Do you?
Yeah.
No, I don't actually, Chip. I'm wondering if you had impressions. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I do.
Can
I'll do his Ari Shafir.
That's not bad.
See what he does?
Yeah. I mean.
Fuck yeah. Toast?
Yeah.
What are you looking up, Anthony? You're panicking over there.
I sure am. What's his Twitter name?
I sure am.
It's Teft pattern down there.
Oh, now I lost it.
Oh,
Toast
wow.
Was it Teft Chippers and he changed it to Toast?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Why did he change it?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, why?
I'm not him.
Teft is the funny part of the whole thing.
Is there a picture of me and him? Wait.
On stage, too.
No, go to media or something. I want to see if he tweeted the picture of me and him. Look at how big this guy is.
Rob said that he just.
that's Chip Falcone.
That's great.
There you go.
Whoa!
Look at the size of that dude.
Yeah, that's
I'm really happy I never had a run in with him. Yeah, show your face. He would have.
Yeah, right. I'll kick your ass. Wow, he is a big gentleman.
He is a burly boy.
Yeah.
Look at the hands. Look at the fucking dick beaters on that kid.
God
Jesus
damn it.
Christ. He's probably accidentally killed children.
Yeah.
I was what happened. I was just holding him. I smothered him. He likes to pet the rabbits. Yeah, he is a big-headed fellow.
Damn. You just would not fare well in prison.
Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. You look like a slight gentleman there next to a big giant
I'd make
man.
him laugh. That's what
Is that it?
Yeah. That other
Does that
picture.
work? Does that work in prison? I know it works in school.
Keep that mind off the booty. Richard Pryor said that. What are you looking at?
Yeah.
What, Denny?
That move down, move it down. No, the up. That fella. He looks like that gentleman. I couldn't remember his name.
Where? Go ahead.
Okay, check your
Hold on, let's watch Anthony try to follow. Go which way?
Up.
Oh, that's down.
Okay, down. Right there. Hold it.
Andre the Giant.
Yes.
That guy.
He looked like him.
He did.
Yeah, Anthony, you're not talking to the mic. Oh,
He could have said Andre the Giant, and I would have said, "Oh, that one."
I
So he said that
forgot
guy.
his name. I forgot his name.
I do a good Andre. Chip does an Andre the Giant impression. So fucking so big. The fucking turds are like small children and shit.
Sounds like Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah, you do.
Nailed you.
Wow, he really did crush you there, bro.
Fuck yeah, watch
So bad.
Andre the Giant. Give me 2 million beers and
He's the worst. God, honestly, that's not even that good an impression.
Yeah, it's a very good impression. Hey, look, I'm 35 feet tall and shizzlers. I'm falling, tripping over the buildings and shizzlers.
Hey, did you watch that Night of Too Many Stars on HBO? It was a charity for autism.
No, I didn't.
It was so fucking bad.
Was it? Why?
Jon Stewart hosted it.
By the way, there's like 2 comics, and the rest are just actors and actresses.
Yeah. Louis was supposed to be on it.
After he got in trouble, fucking Bonnie McFarlane tweeted "Night of just the right amount of stars" because they said he was removed from Night of Too Many Stars.
She's great. The best is all the subway platform ads that have them on there.
Yeah.
They're all graffitied.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Oh, A-list? A night of, what does that say? A night of A-list?
Sure.
Comedians? Who? A-list comics?
Jon Stewart's an A-list guest.
I think we skipped over it.
De Niro, Billy
Robert De
Crystal.
Niro, my pal.
Your pal, Bobby De Niro.
Bobby D.
But,
Ever hear of a guy from the 90s named Billy Crystal?
oh, God.
Chris
It
Rock,
was-
Ben Stiller, John Oliver, big guests.
It was terrible. They have Chris Rock up there. They had him doing a bit for way too long that wasn't funny
What
at
was the
all. It was Chris Rock's going to read people's minds in the audience. Logistically, it was a disaster. They couldn't get shit straight, and then
Was it
just
live? Why
wasn't
didn't they
funny.
just-
Yeah, it was completely
live.
live. That's
Oh, wow.
what. Yeah,
Yep.
it was live, and then but there was one part. There was an autistic woman who does a talk show. She does a talk show, but she can't talk or anything. She just It's like she pre-records the questions with the the whole. Well, I need to know what you think about with that whole computer.
She types it in, yeah.
The computer voice thing, she types it in. But it went horribly wrong. The promo film they played of it was great. You're watching going, oh my God, this woman's kind of sitting there. You can't even tell. You would look at her like she knows nothing. And this brilliance is coming out of her. So they put this desk on the stage and a little microphone. And Colbert comes out. And she's going to interview Stephen Colbert right there on the stage. So she's looking all weird, and then she just gets up off the chair and starts looking at stuff on the floor. Apparently, they had launched some gold confetti.
And that was just
and it was on the stage, and that was it.
She was
That was it.
She started counting.
She couldn't get back on track.
Wait, she just kept looking at the gold stuff?
She not looking at it. She got up and started picking them up on the floor.
She couldn't
And
let him.
Colbert
Oh my God, that's great.
It was so uncomfortable.
Can we see that?
Colbert's
God,
just
that's
kind of
great.
looking. And then the audience is like, and then the Roots, the band that was the Roots, they just start playing, and they put the camera on them while they just ushered her away.
No.
I was cringing watching this.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
Really uncomfortable.
Who was in it? Night of Too Many Stars. Who was in the scene? So
Stephen Colbert.
It was Stephen Colbert and a woman with autism.
Say Colbert, yeah.
Autism. And then they had that
J.J. Abrams. Like, why would
J.J.
J.J.
Abrams
be on camera?
was there. Yeah, and again, a horrible bit.
What did Bob say?
Bob De Niro.
I missed the
dick.
Bob De Niro.
I would love to have seen that.
Oh, is this? Is this it? Or is this the whole show?
Rallying around an important cause, not as left and right, not as blue and red, but as one people just now finding out that Puerto Ricans are Americans. That is... What the fuck?
And they're cursing in front of young children with autism in the crowd.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, I don't care either.
Let me see the...
you can't find her?
Where's the Colbert one?
She's... that might be it. The desk on the...
It's just 5 minutes.
Damn it.
No.
It was toward the middle, somewhere.
Towards the middle of the...
You'll
look up Night of Too Many Stars, functional retard.
Yeah, it was. I wish I wish you could find it. It's so uncomfortable.
Yeah, or maybe she just got nervous with the crowd.
No. They say she wants to be the first talk show host that doesn't speak.
That's your show,
really?
I knew a few we wish didn't. But there she is. But she's older now. No. This is they're playing some video of her as a kid.
Can't skip over it. No?
But you can't skip over that?
No, I don't know what's...
Jesus.
All right, it's like a minute 50 into that.
A minute 50 into that.
Into this that you're watching right now.
Yeah. So that was her as a kid, and she's all, fucked up and stuff.
I want to see
her
this.
kids still gave her some stupid... the parents gave her a stupid haircut.
That's kind of nice. She has a little talk show.
And you get this adorable blanket. No, this is her as a kid.
Yeah, no, I mean, but then she has a talk show.
Yeah, then she has a talk show.
That's nice.
Dude, autistic children are as cute as fuck.
Where she doesn't talk, though. Once they get a little older, though, oh my God.
That's a problem, yeah.
I want to see the talk show.
What happened? No, that was...
Oh, this isn't it?
No, that's afterwards.
Oh.
What, did they fucking cut the whole part out where
this
she...
is, like, you can't...
Maybe they're not putting it online.
They might have, yeah.
Well, she cheesed out. They cut the whole thing out? What the fuck?
Poor gal's embarrassed.
You can't YouTube Corey Fleshman?
Well, this is the EW site. Maybe they just have it on regular YouTube.
Yeah, you don't want to go to EW to find the humiliating moment.
Yeah, they might not like that.
What's her name? Carly...
Flush?
You just do Colbert from Night.
Or Carly. Yeah, okay. Maybe you got it.
She's cute. That's her?
Well, her teeth look like she's been chewing lock washers.
All right, so she hasn't the best teeth, but
I don't know what happens. I've noticed on this show, a lot of autistic people, their teeth aren't very good.
Yeah.
I guess it's hard.
This show?
Brush your teeth with a rock.
Promo?
Yeah, this is just the...
Oh, see? I think they probably pulled it.
They don't have it up here.
They probably pulled it off everything.
Someone's probably got it.
Yeah, someone would have to, but I bet they go around and go, yeah, we can't embarrass her.
You gotta order go to the dark web and order a bunch of guns. And then also, can I get that Corey Fleshman video?
Guns, drugs, right. Pay for it with Bitcoins and you'll get it.
Do you have Bitcoin?
No.
Do you know how to use? I don't know anything about that.
I know they're robbing people. Like suddenly, it's just their account's gone. But like they keep saying, like if you just bought $100 like 4 years ago, you'd be a millionaire.
Yeah,
and they keep saying that
you could sell them.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. They're up to like thousands and thousands now per Bitcoin.
Yeah, I have no idea. How do you spend part of a Bitcoin?
There's ways to spend it.
Yeah, you do it over a computer transaction or your phone.
No. But I mean, like, how do you
percentage of it?
Oh, okay.
Well,
yeah, and then you're left with like a fraction.
When do they have cents?
A fraction of it.
That don't make no sense.
Oh, good one, Jeff.
Bitcoin hurt my motherfucking teeth. They're not showing it.
Nah, they're not.
All right, whatever.
Enough of this.
But I didn't watch it. I saw part of it on. I was doing a gig. I was at a place called the Jukebox Comedy Club, which I actually loved in Peoria, Illinois.
Oh.
And
lovely this time of year.
It was so brutal, dude. So hot. I mean, so cold, like icy cold.
Really?
But it was like that fucking Illinois cold. But it was a fun gig.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah.
A couple of years ago, they were at the same autistic charity. They had the little kid, girl piano player that comes out at the end and does the finale.
Is she good?
And yeah, she's really good. But they brought her back this year, and boy, did she eat a lot. She's a big fatty now.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, look, I'm just treating everyone equally.
That's true.
I call people
Mr.
fat
Sensitivity
all the time.
Travis, you found it?
Yeah, Rob's sending it to Anthony right now. It's a YouTube clip. So
Rob is good.
He's very good and he's very handsome.
No one's ever mentioned that, but he is. How did he find it?
Handsome.
He found it on YouTube. He found the entire thing on the HBO YouTube page.
Oh, but
is that where it was?
Yeah, it's hidden though. It's on HBO's official.
Did we not look for that in this room, Anthony?
I told little Anthony.
I did not look on HBO. No, I did not. I figured it'd be on YouTube for some reason.
This
It
is
is. It's right there.
HBO YouTube.
Carly Fleischman.
Carly Fleischman.
Okay, yeah, you got
It's a big event. Now, look, she's just. I don't buy this at all.
HBO enticed me to come on this show by promising me a huge celebrity such as Oprah or Ellen DeGeneres to interview, but all I get is this guy. Unfortunately, I welcome my guest for tonight, King of Late Night, Stephen Colbert.
Now she's supposed to like.
Does she pre-type these
cue
things
these
in?
questions? Yeah. Now she's distracted.
Nice to meet you.
So she's
Can I help you with
bending
that?
under the desk.
I got it for you.
Like Emily Latella.
Thank you very much.
And now she's just
She
going to
just put one in her mouth.
Remember that?
walking around.
I think Ellen and Oprah are wonderful.
Now he's trying
They're
to
not
riff.
here because I care about people more than they do.
He's trying. Colbert's trying to salvage this.
Oh,
Yeah. Now-
her handlers.
now
Come on,
someone's-
come on.
our handler.
Let's get you back in the chair.
It's coming out. Now they just clap.
Wow.
Oh.
Everyone's uncomfortable.
She's
so uncomfortable.
So that was on the stage. They didn't shoot it then. The
Oh,
no,
this
she's
is-
picking
no,
stuff
no, no,
up.
no, no. The
before,
stuff
yeah.
that was on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, the confetti.
Yeah, they.
Ah,
We
she's
love
having a-
you, Carly.
I don't mind that. I feel bad for
Dude,
her.
this is so embarrassing.
But that's what it is. You prop her up there so you can feel bad for her.
Right.
That's what they're trying to do.
Now the Roots play, and they go to them.
Maybe she
while
got
they
nervous.
while they beat her off the stage.
Maybe she got nervous.
They used to do
She's
that.
a nervous Nelly.
You remember the Jerry Lewis telethon? They always used to bring out. The
Oh, yeah,
song.
yeah.
Look at me, I'm walking was always the.
That
song.
was
Remember that song?
I think Look at Me, I'm Walking was for the cerebral palsy telethon with yeah. I think
I mean,
yeah.
they bring her out there, so it's like she
Didn't they
can do
walk him in a
anything, and then
circle
she
or
can't
something?
do it.
Well, no, you know what?
And
This is
it's
what, this is what I said.
She shouldn't be able to, and then she's still not able to.
I
There's
don't
one
buy
more
the whole
cl-
thing.
I do.
I don't buy the whole thing. I don't buy that she's programming the fucking questions in. I think she's just sitting there and someone else put the questions in.
yeah.
And
Of course.
yeah.
She may enter them. She may pre-enter them.
I wonder how long till somebody from the production goes out there and was like, wait, she's not. Is she supposed to be?
Immediately,
picking
a
them
guy came out. Yeah, he
Yeah.
saw that she was behind
Oh,
Colbert.
yeah.
Colbert's trying to salvage it. It's just
Oh,
awkward.
he tried.
Yeah.
Because I care about people more than they. And people are like, all right, we're laughing, but we're watching this. What's the
Yeah.
other clip, Travis?
I don't know. Rob said that they brought her back out at the end.
Yeah, at the end they brought her out.
Hi, this is Stephen Colbert. I was tonight's guest on the Carly Fleischman show. I'm here with Carly Fleischman. And yeah, give it up for Carly.
She's like cleaning her face like a cat. She's licking her hand and rubbing her face.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, we had just started the interview, and Carly got distracted. And I wanted you to know that Carly's distraction has nothing to do with her autism. It has everything to do with her OCD.
Oh.
And I really want to do this interview with Carly. I got a peek at her questions, and this is honest to God. That was going to be a real interview, and we're going to do it in the future. And I looked at the questions. They're hilarious, and she wrote all of them. So, Carly, I don't
believe
feel
it.
bad about anything.
I'm sorry, I don't believe she wrote anything.
Oh, you're such a cynic.
She's rocking back and forth. She
might be nervous, though. She's never been in front of all these people.
I think she has been.
I get nervous in front of people, and I'm a star.
And I like how he's like, they're hilarious. She wrote them herself, I swear.
But
Yeah, she
I like
wrote
that.
all of them.
She might have.
On this episode of Penn and Teller's
She might
bullshit.
have.
She might have.
I like that Colbert's addressing it. I like that he's actually.
Oh, yeah. And
you know.
then Jon Stewart blames himself for the whole thing. So it's like this whole trifecta of bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Because he said somebody decided to fire the cannon with the confetti, and it came down, and he goes, and that person is who's at fault here, and that person was me. I'm an asshole. So he takes the blame for it. But I don't know.
Yeah, fuck him. They should have let the autistic take the blame.
I like how
come on, let him take the blame.
It's not because she's autistic. It's nothing to do with that. She's fine. It's just severely OCD. That's way better. People are like, okay.
But
Okay,
that did
that's
seem
okay.
that did seem a little OCD, picking shit up, counting it.
How about you're in front of a fucking crowd? I watched that goddamn guy on goddamn America's Got Talent, Howie Mandel. He's got OCD.
He does.
He's
He
able
won't
to.
shake
He's
your
able to
hand,
fucking watch. Sit there for a half hour.
I just think Anthony's cynicism is hilarious. Fuck her. She didn't write those questions.
I don't think she did. There's nothing that they could prove that she wrote those fucking questions to me.
You didn't even get the questions. You have no idea what the questions are.
I don't even know what they were.
I guarantee you didn't write them.
It was like, oh, they promised me big stars, but I got Stephen Colbert instead. Ha ha, that's funny. And then she gets up and starts eating the fucking floor.
Well, maybe look, maybe maybe there are. Yes, I think you're taking a very harsh look at this.
Maybe I'm getting a little carried away here.
I've done parties for these kids. You know.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. So
is there anybody who haven't done parties?
He's their idol. He made it out.
Did they say no N-word music?
No,
they're nice, right?
I feel sorry for the parents. I mean, God bless
I
them.
thought we were going to get a real DJ.
We have a good time. We have a good time. And I've been complimented because people say, you talk to them and you make sure they're having a good time. I'm not just going to stand there like a jukebox.
I like that they addressed it at the end. Like, they didn't just pretend it didn't happen. They're like, this is what happened.
They
she fucked
had
up.
to. It looked really bad.
You're right. That's better.
Usually they don't, though. A lot of times they'll just gloss over shit. At least HBO said, all right, they'll bring her out. Look, she got distracted, OCD. They at least told you what it was.
I think OCD my ass.
What's probably a combination? I mean,
yeah, it seems like it's the same shit.
I just like that they addressed it, and Colbert I thought was nice about. What are you going to do?
Yeah,
fucking autistic. If you're autistic, if you grow up like expected to do nothing, and then you get a talk show,
you're making money.
You're doing something, and then all of a sudden people are mad at you because you can't do it on live television. There he is.
It's like
I know. Anthony's mad that the autistic isn't good on live HBO. Do you know how much pressure that is? Fucking poor girl panicked and fell apart.
Yeah. I don't pay $10 a month for this crap.
Yeah. Anthony's the one curmudgeon customer. What the fuck kind of quality entertainment is this?
She's supposed to be,
a professional. I know.
A radio show, and I don't know. 20 years in the business. I know how to do deaf radio. Jimmy.
Yeah, it does exist.
It's
the literalness of the words. There's some people who are autistic take words very literally.
Yes.
I don't know what she has. I know what her autism is.
I don't know what kind of autism it is.
I think there's people that are functional autistic where the words become very literal.
Like Bobo?
Or even Seinfeld said that remember when Seinfeld said he was on the spectrum, and then he came back and said he wasn't, but he goes, I take words very literally. Like that was why he thought he was.
Really?
Yeah, like there's something with a certain.
So you can recognize that he does it.
I think like if somebody would be like, oh yeah, you'll be late. Like they instead of going, yeah, I will be, like knowing you're being sarcastic, they go, no, I won't be.
I don't like the fact that autism is a label that can be put on somebody that can say like, yeah, well, I'm diagnosed on the spectrum, autism, and be completely fine, and the other end is blithering idiot, and it's the same thing.
But maybe there's that's what they call it a spectrum. There's just different,
spectrum.
Yeah, there's different.
I don't like how that's
levels.
thrown around too much now. It's like he's on the spectrum.
It's
almost like excuse for
But
any
Larry
sort of weird
Larry
behavior.
David did that. Has been doing that on his show, and it's fucking hilarious. He's going out with this woman who has a son, and she keeps saying he's got autism, he's on the spectrum, and he's just the nastiest little shit kid to Larry, and Larry's like, I think he's just an asshole. I think he's just an asshole. I don't think he has autism. Fucking hilarious. The season started slow, and it's now fucking great again.
It did start slow. I gave it up after an episode. I was like, this is not good.
It wasn't. The first couple of episodes weren't good, but he's like, he does not give a shit about offending anybody. Yeah, and I love that. Pretty good.
He's making fun of the kid who's just an asshole.
He goes, maybe he's just an asshole. He's just an asshole to me. Because so he doesn't really buy the spectrum thing. I don't buy that. You can have something and it could be like nothing, or it could be you can't even function as a person.
Well, there's people who are retarded, and then there's profoundly people who can't do anything, and then there's retarded people who can kind of go work at McDonald's. Like you get a level of.
I saw glass. Don't throw me away.
That is one of those big. Those big jobs for people that
but you know what I mean?
Glass sorters. Yeah, I get it.
Levels of being retarded. Like some people can't do anything and they can't feed themselves, and there's other people that go out and get a little job.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like a WWE podcast or something.
Oh, shit.
Fuck Sam.
This guy's just a motherfucker.
I know.
over here.
Sam's on a plane, can't defend himself.
Motherfucking Sam.
Shots fired.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. What does Howard think about that? Really?
Who cares?
Gives a
He's
shit.
doing his show. He's not thinking of you.
Billions of dollars.
Yeah. 2 equals. Let's sit down and talk about it.
2 equals.
Yep. Let's do that.
Gloves are off.
Yep. They should be.
What, he wants to have you on to talk?
What?
Oh, no, he wasn't talking about Howard.
Oh.
No, not Howard. I fucking don't give a shit about
I could care less about him. We weren't the ones obsessed with him. We didn't care.
Whatever. I was watching a clip the other day of Artie.
We have 1 minute left, by the way.
Oh shit! It was Artie and Stuttering John on Howard's show, and it was back from a few years back. Obviously, it was just fucking hilarious, though.
Yeah, I never really listened. Once in a while, I'll listen to a Howard thing that's happened, and it's like classic, but I never heard it. And it was really funny. I'm happy I never listened to it. I can go back and if I hear it now, it's all new to me.
And then somebody posted something when we were bashing you for your first. You brought in a tape of one of the first stand-ups
when
you
they
did.
beat me. That was the old O&A.
Oh, was that fun? Patrice would not let you go for a second.
I know.
Don't let him go. Don't give him sympathy.
I fought my way out of that corner, though.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah,
it was great.
Fought my way out of the corner. It was Patrice Voss, Colin,
yeah.
you guys, and you and Paul Mercurio.
Yeah, it was fucking really funny.
All right, Denny, Ari, and of course my favorite person, Anthony, for coming in.
Thank you, Jimmy. I love this.
Artie and Anthony every Monday through Thursday on Compound Media. It's a great thing that you built, man. I'm really, really proud of you. And boy, you getting fired. Sir. You did not just curl up like a little unfunny wimp. You fucking went out and you rebuilt an empire. It's amazing. Honestly.
Thank you.
You really did. You wait. You just went right. You're like, cool. We're
had
forward.
to. Yeah. Forge ahead.
Yeah, but fucking forge behind too, right, Ann?
Good chip. Good one, Chipper.
See you tomorrow.